2, 1, go live.
It's time for the Scrungle Sacks to see us.
Adelaide just wasn't ready yet, so she counted us out instead of counting us in.
Right, exactly.
I don't know if we're live.
We are.
Oh,
Unfortunately for everyone else.
Adelaide, quick, say the line.
Hey,
what's
party
up,
people.
party people? It's what's up, party people.
All right.
Not
I don't
hey,
give a
party
fuck. I
people.
don't give a
Get it
fuck.
right.
Hola, las personas en la fiesta.
How's
Welcome to
it
tonight's
going, happy
episode.
folks?
Welcome to tonight's episode of a party. The parties.
The party people. We're the party people.
Welcome to tonight's episode of A Party People.
Well, Chuck, you wanted
I'm
our
your
name.
host, A Sinner's Dream.
A
up,
sinner
sinners?
celebration!
So you wanted our name for the lilies.
No.
So I guess now it's party people.
Or the party people. That's it.
What's up? Tonight's episode of The Sinner's Dream.
He's gonna kill us if we keep making fun of him, okay? Be
It's
nice.
true. It's true. I have a very small ego.
Jeez.
You know, tough jobs like this one sometimes call for a little pee-pee, you know? The real difficult ones, you gotta just send the pee-pee in.
Good night, everybody.
Right.
I can't.
This has been
Would
episode
be
32 of...
Pee-pee squad, do you think? Or team pee-pee?
Somebody else do the ads. I quit. Jesus.
Dude, I quit a long time ago.
So does that make the Scrungle Shack the Phallus Palace?
Oh my
No.
god.
I mean, you're making it phallic, but it would be the pee-pee palace. I don't know why we're getting away from the standards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Phallus Palace +1. Yeah.
I remember that. I know that reference.
This
No.
is why I'm living at home. My character, not me, but yeah.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Foundry, the best VTT out there. If you don't have it in your toolbox as a DM, you're wrong. It's a one-time purchase, and it's self-hosted, which already beats out pretty much every other VTT out there. You know,
Yeah,
I
Chuck
think
hasn't even come close to the amount of dick pics he's uploaded there.
it's true. I could do
Not
more.
even
the quote.
resolvent.
I think the
do
quote
more.
earlier before we went live was, "Man, the power that Foundry gives me makes me so hard."
Something like that.
Right?
I remember that. Yeah, that was.
That's a
It
direct
was very,
quote.
it was very close. To that I don't think that's a direct quote, but it
No,
was pretty close.
I remember it. I'm gonna have to bring it up to HR later. So
I am HR. Wait, no, that's
acting like
Soul,
JD's not.
actually.
Soul is HR.
Soul's HR, and he and I are friends. I think.
Everyone's friends with HR until you get in trouble.
You know, that's fair. But go get Foundry. It's got really great things, like a great amount of space for you to work with in terms of like audio and lighting. If you have maps that you go and purchase from other people and don't make yourself, you know, sometimes those maps can be imported with all the walls and all the lights already made and put together. It's all fine. It's great.
Do you want to be hard? Go down. Hard like
Get
Chuck.
hard, like Chuck.
And there's nothing out there that you can forge your heart on like Forge VTT.
It's true.
This is a Christian game. Okay,
I never
Thank
said
you,
it wasn't.
Adelaide.
this is ungodly.
Christians get hard.
It's true.
There's a
I'm not gonna
joke in
go down-
there.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna.
That was literally just all 7 of us with the same joke in our head going, are you going to say it? Are you going to say it, you nasty fuck? Are you going to say it?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We're off to a great start.
Forge VTT. Go check it out if you get Foundry. If you don't want to, self-host it, or you're not a system admin like me, I'm not either.
Basically, if you can't handle your heart on yourself, go to Forge. They'll handle it for you. Back to you, Chuck.
Hey,
But Chuck likes it so much.
Tabletop Audio, Michael Gelfie, Midnight Syndicate,
Dice.
all sounds you're going to be hearing today.
Dice
they're all
Envy.
wonderful people. One of those is orchestraic. You're welcome, Chuck.
It's a little dark. You know.
Ryan, I appreciate that you're in chat, just, keeping us on the rails.
Spender Elfex. That's about it.
Jason, did we pick a new set of dice after yesterday?
No, I have not, Chuck, because I was busy doing other things, like an adult.
Oh, I'll pick.
I don't believe you.
But they'll be nice, whichever ones I choose. They'll be nice. Worth way more than your stupid elf eggs. So spend them. Give them away.
I'll go pick. I talk to this channel now.
What? Okay.
What?
Pip's gonna pick them. You want a radio recap?
Like the radio recap.
From the
now,
radio
please.
recap.
I'm not going.
We're going to have a little fun tonight, folks. Brighter than ever, better than any. Tri-Nitrogen now goes to the defense of the nation, the defense of our free world. But the ultimate aim is peace, always.
This is KSMR Radio News. I am Cooper Castleberry. There have been reports of hostile shades in downtown Kasmar. Police are encouraging citizens to carry a source of light with them if it is necessary to travel through the alleyways. Any sightings should be immediately reported. The Zeppelin launch went off without a hitch. We here at KSMR Radio Station would like to congratulate G. Pearson and all of his colleagues on the successful launch of our new public form of transportation that is guaranteed to change how we handle our infrastructure. The Dream Machines have been cleared for business once again. The police have yet to release a statement on the situation. And now to Xena with the weather.
Back.
Man, that was a great radio recap that I definitely listened to 100%. Adelaide, please give me your recap.
All right. So we started out with Wilhelm teaching Pip some personal finance. Copper checks on their friends. Devin is beaten up by Marcel, who we had met or heard of in a previous episode. And he takes the kids to Scrungles. That's where they're going to stay for now. Meanwhile, I head to the Shady Lilies. I beg for help. They give me a really cool Revivify thing with some extra diamonds. And then I get tattooed by the gang, which was fun. Somebody casts... I think Harold casts a telepathic bond, so we have that now in our repertoire, which is pretty cool. I'm coughing on my own spit. It's good. We have dinner with James the Devil. He's really hot and scary. He says that our gold could be a trap for the dragon. And I think about maybe we could borrow the gold throne from Pip's grandma. We'll see. And Keelong is turning people into the kobolds. That's why he's stealing them. He's stealing the kobolds. Don't know how that works, but it's happening. James is a dick, ... but still hot. That's in my notes.
Did you mention,
all leave.
I didn't hear picks his ears? Like, that was a thing.
Yeah, he did pick his ears. That was disgusting. We all leave. We're all pissed off because this guy's not giving us any info. So Pip stays behind and speaks to James. James will give him a burning heart talisman. And Pip decides to just sign a contract because he knows everything about contract terms.
Oh, Pip.
Yeah. Yeah.
You steak.
Yep. He tells Pip that theoretically the dragon has multiple beams of fire and smoke little areas that he can turn into fire at will. We don't know if that's true or not. We forgot to inside check him. We're done. And also, he made bullets that are anti-vampires, so I hate him even more. Will and Veda have a very cute talk where he's like, hey, I don't hate you. And it's still awkward, but very cute. And also, James is in business with Harold's family. So that's fun. That's fun. Harold's about to kill his family. And that's all we got for last week.
Anybody else have anything else to
been
add?
the days of our lives.
Other than picking his ears? Anything else?
No, just mostly, I just want it to be said, all your fault, Mac. Pip has now signed a deal with the devil.
Yeah. We tried to stop
100% on you. That's
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Trevor was real busy this week, so this is the first he's heard of it. We didn't tell him.
No. There was there's a big difference between a devil knowing your name and signing a fucking contract. Okay. Well, at least my job of
I've already adapted a bunch of
so.
Pip Lemure art, so we're good.
Oh, it's okay.
Check it out on the Discord.
It's pretty
Just
funny.
molten Pip.
Just a fleshy, blobby Pip.
I feel like
Hey,
you could just take
Ollie.
the original character art and just like liquefy, and you'd be like, yeah, that's.
And this is Pip as a Quasit.
Hey, no, I think James might have something special planned for me. He said my size was ideal.
And this is Pip as a
Oh
Quasit.
yeah, oh that's right. Yeah, I forgot that tidbit, and thank you, Pip. Yes, he
It's
was
like the
less
video
interested.
of the gorilla using the frog to jerk off.
What?
Seen that? You've never seen the video?
What
I'll post it later.
fuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, you don't need to.
You brought this up.
That should stay
Adelaide.
Oh my
in your
God.
brain.
Please don't post that video.
It's not
The
something
most
to share.
unhinged fucking stream.
It took
The
like
most
10 years to
unhinged.
get that video out of my head. The no, I did forget. Yeah, he's less interested in your soul, more interested in your empty vessel.
Yeah,
Which
Adelaide,
definitely
stop.
sounds like Adelaide's thing.
you don't need to make that
Literally
face.
sounds like Adelaide's name.
Just stay right up here in the dome.
That's because he is the treasured something of the vapor.
That's true.
And circle all that back to 100% Mac's fault.
Get fucked.
Chuck, where do we
We
pick
did
up?
because
We pick
we
up-
got stuck doing that shit.
We pick up tonight. I originally said that Mac was just kind of hanging out in the background for the majority of the day. So I guess the real question would be, what would have kept Mac away that night? No, I have the answer. Roll a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, how drunk am I?
He is poisoned.
No. Oh,
I thought Mac wasn't drinking anymore.
oh no. Mac got fucking hammered after the deal. Well, Constitution saving throw would be a 16.
After reconvening with your friends, cohorts, work partners, friend that happens to be sleeping in your apartment,
Yeah.
Better
than the Scrungle Jungle.
You
Oh, no.
become unreasonably tired.
Yeah.
Not drunk, just super fucking tired. Go home, pass out. So we pick up after the meeting. None of you have heard from Mac. It is roughly 8 o'clock at night. What would you guys like to do?
I think I would like to do some work on the Scrungle Jungle.
Yeah?
Yeah. And start to actually make it a livable place.
Come meet my children.
We all go to IKEA. IKEA trip, everybody.
We go to
Okay.
Kasmar IKEA.
So do we want to actually start like looking at what that'll look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So in the Discord, I have given you guys a pinned message. That is a list of upgrading rooms from a document that I like.
We totally looked at it.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I
They have
looked
actually
at it.
looked at
I
it.
looked at it.
Remind me though, which Discord you put it in? Was it in Fun Days or was it in Neg 2?
It's in Fun
Fun
Days.
Fun
Days.
days.
Okay.
It's fun days.
It's the last pen
It's
thing.
the latest pinned thing. Yep. So, as it stands right now for the Scrungle House, let's go over the things that I have. But you guys still have 12 rooms worth of space to work with. The Cobalt Core room, which is on the first floor, right next to that front door, and will never have another location, counts as a library and is necessary for you to have in your space. That said, it'll take depending on the room that you guys decide to put in each individual space, may take longer to build out than other things. How much time are you guys wanting to put into this before moving on? Like this evening? Because it's going to take, like, even if you were to do, let's say, I don't know. None of these are like real quick and easy. I guess a library might be done in a day.
What is the roof option?
There is a garden roof option.
That's where Wilhelm has been, and that's what I've been working on.
Okay.
And an observatory next to it, because there's 2 rooms on each floor. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's not including already like a bathroom set off to the side for each individual floor. So if you guys want to add more bathroom, like a full bathhouse to any of them, you need to add another bathhouse.
You say there's bathrooms on each floor already?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nice place.
This place rents for like $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's let's see, it's 4. I think I said it was 4 stories high, and you guys have 12 rooms worth of space to work with. So it would make sense that there'd be a bathroom on each floor.
6 high.
6 high?
Yeah. You basically said there was like a floor for each of us.
Yep. 6 floors, 2 rooms available, and the bottom 2 floors are automatically completely full of black market dealer and shop. So you guys have 4 floors with 12 rooms in total left.
So what do I have to roll for my rooftop Zen garden?
That'll cost you 100 gold, 2 rooms worth of space up top. Well, that depends. Do you want it to be a community garden, or do you want it to be a grow room? Or do you want it to just be a nice, comfy space?
It's like a nice meditative area.
Okay.
Preferably fireproof.
That would take you probably a full day to put stuff up there. So if you want to spend the next day kind of doing so, you can start putting that together up top. What all do you want to put up there?
I think so. I think Harold nailed it. So half observatory, half just place Wilhelm can go to think, and the observatory. I think I would take. I know we still have one of those toys where you can see the. So what I'm attempting to do is take a telescope.
I have it. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Attempting to take a telescope and put that whatever those lenses are that are in it into that so that we can.
Yeah, in my inventory, I have goggles of seeing outside of Kasmar.
That little toy kaleidoscope thing that kids look through.
I think I have it in memory, but I'll check it later. Okay. So the observatory is going to cost 2,000 gold to put together.
Okay. Well, I am not doing that then.
I am doing that.
I am not doing that then. Sorry. Yes.
You're doing just the garden, and he's doing the other half of the observatory. Great. So describe what your garden looks like up against this observatory that you're putting up top.
Yeah, I really just thought about this in the last 10 seconds, so I don't know that I have a very good picture other than it's I don't know. Let me get back to you.
Okay, cool.
Let me get back to you on the garden.
Justin, are you wanting to do the spy option for your observatory? Actually, I don't think you have a choice. I think you just have to do it.
I would do that one anyway.
Okay, so essentially you're going to be able to you'll have a spotter, and I'll have you roll at the beginning of every week. You'll roll a d20 and add a modifier depending on what I choose of that week to determine whether or not you get any lucrative or salacious rumors. As this observatory is probably going to have a radio, a variety of different listening ears, the telescope that looks across town and up and around.
What's the kind of view clearance from here? Like, are we 360 and a mile in every direction? Or are we there's we're a tall building, but there's a taller one right next to us.
Given the location, I think it would probably be one of the taller buildings around the area, so you might be able to see like a full mile in a radius.
Most directions.
Yeah, there's going to be other buildings outside of that'll block certain angled views, but beyond that, you could theoretically use it for stuff like planning out a route to go somewhere or keeping an eye on a specific building.
I would have like navigation equipment and all that kind of stuff, like cartographers' tools kind of set up in there. And like map of the city and compass rose and and a compass.
Another option for
I would have all three kinds of compasses actually.
Any room well, no, never mind. I just saw it. Where to go? Another roof top option is a pigeon coop. There's one room left up top. The observatory only takes up one room. The garden takes up two. So,
I would do a bird bath, not a pigeon coop. I don't believe in owning.
Okay, we'll just say that's part of
creatures.
The garden. Great. Anybody else have anything that they want to set up in another floor, or?
I think Veda would be interested in this clinic, but I don't know if I want it to take up 2 whole rooms. Like, I don't think it would be like a public clinic, or like a big one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. It can still be like, a small clinic.
Yeah, she'd probably put like one like on her little floor, like just a little room for her, with an escape hatch, and then the room across from it, a little clinic with all of her medical supplies.
Just like a sick bay for us kind of thing.
Yeah, a sick bay for us. Yeah.
I need to grab
for the next time Harold kills himself with psychic damage.
Right.
Now that I'm no longer resistant to it.
So,
not doing a pigeon coop's a little disheartening because like we could totally do like the ghost dog way of the samurai thing and have pigeons like go send messages to people.
Pigeon Man. Have you seen Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
You're doing
Flies
a clinic
away with all his pigeons at the end.
and you're doing he does, and a hospital, and an escape hatch, right?
Yeah, she'll probably set up like a little room for herself to stay in, and that has an escape hatch in it. Cause
Great. Let's see, garden. You never did answer my question. Are you going to do like a community garden, or are you going to try and do a grow room up top? Like, what's the plan up there? Like a grown
like community garden. I think the only thing I would have, I'm thinking about it now. I'm trying to think about it in my head. I feel like I'd have a couple like small trees at the top.
Okay.
Maybe fruit bearing, because I think that would be nice.
Sure.
And I feel like, despite the fact that it's 100 gold notes, I feel like this is something Wilhelm's doing primarily by himself, like by hand. Maybe not by himself, but by hand.
Are you proficient in herbalism?
I am not.
Okay.
But I have a high wisdom.
You also have access to a.
So looking at the rules, you do not have a choice in making a grow room. You have to have the grow room up there somewhere. So what kind of stuff are you going to put in your grow room?
Like he's an orchid kind of guy, you know?
Like, are you going to be helping?
Very fussy.
Are you going to be growing things for alchemical purposes? Are you going to be growing things for
unless somebody asks me to. I'm just trying to grow.
I mean, hey, you could grow stuff for Pip to make potions.
Weed.
They don't necessarily have
just
to be
a pot farm on the roof.
Yeah.
Just a little pot farm.
Sure, Chuck.
Okay.
Whatever my friends want.
Talk about that. Let's see. +5 to suspicion for that. So, I should be clear. I didn't really give you the rules on this one. I didn't.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
So we got options, but not rules.
You didn't get any of the rules. So essentially, typically how it's supposed to work in terms of like the way that this document is set up is that in a high fantasy setting, it would take 1d3 weeks to make a single room built out. This is Kasmar. We have construction crews. We have money that we can just toss around. You guys have like readily accessible materials, not even a full hour away.
And a magical building.
You can have it delivered to you, and it's a magical building. So my thought process is, instead of a D3 weeks, it's D3 days to have it completely built out and usable. Now then, the more crazy that your building looks and or has materials inside of, the more suspicious it becomes, and people will start to want to get in. That said, there are certain rooms that will make suspicion go down, like the hospital does. There are other rooms that will make it go up, like the grow room. So, at the end of each individual week, which I am keeping track of outside of game, I have how many weeks it's been since a variety of different things have happened. Sure. I will roll a d20. And you guys, whenever you get back to your get back to the Scrungle house, or if you get back to the Scrungle jungle, whatever the hell you guys want to call it, you will find out what has happened. Now then, there are opportunities for you guys to set up other things in this space as well, such as guards, such as paying the kids to protect the space, such as having Scrungle actually do more than just be a shop. That sort of thing.
We've got an Otiug.
You do not have an Otiug. It's in the sewers. That's the only route that is inaccessible for you all.
Doesn't Scrungle have a pet one?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He is keeping it in the sewers, and that is the only inaccessible space that anybody can come through that would otherwise be unobstructed. Okay. I've given you guys a couple of free upgrades, in case you haven't noticed. So you guys have the Black Market Dealer, which is +5 suspicion.
Isn't he more of just a normal shop? He doesn't necessarily deal with items.
He is both.
I love
because
thanks for that free upgrade.
I mean, have you seen Scrungle?
Because he's technically not a legal business owner either, so it feels right.
Gotcha. He sells legal things, but he doesn't have his license to sell things.
Correct.
Legal things illegally.
Fucking cops show up and bust
literally
the
the worst of both worlds.
Yep. Let's see. 1 in D6. 1 in 6 chance of a piece of contraband per week. But you gain. It's gonna make some money for you, which is nice. Same for the garden. Not that you guys necessarily need it, but here we go. If you decided that you wanted to make the clinic into a business, it would make 1d6 times 10 gold notes per week. That's after all the overhead would have been paid for whoever it is that you decide to have in there paying for whatever, blah, 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 blah.
We get paid better at the agency.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get paid?
You guys are getting paid.
The observatory, again, that'll help you kind of like plan ahead for incoming trouble. That'll help you with picking up a variety of different little hints of rumors around town instead of you guys having to go and do it yourself. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Cool. Any questions?
I just was going to ask about something. One of these rooms.
What's up?
Would the hostel be like suitable for the kids, for a kids' room?
The hostel?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Under shelter, not business.
Yep.
Okay. Copper would like to do that for them.
Sure, and that's fairly cheap. So.
Yeah, Copper can afford it.
Great. So minus 1d3 suspicion. I'll go ahead and roll that real quick. Maybe. I just had my d3. What did I do with it?
What would d4 minus 1?
No, I have a d3.
That's so fucking weird.
Oh, 3. Nice. Congratulations.
Nice. It almost offsets Krungle.
Okay, cool. So that's one more room there. Anybody else?
How many we got left, Chuck?
Let's see. So you've used 2 on the garden up top, 1 on the observatory up top. There's a clinic and an escape hatch that take up 3, and a hostel takes up 1.
5
So
left.
that's yep.
Awesome. Pip is going to push for a bathhouse.
Of course he would. Would you want it to be private or public?
Let's go ahead and do private solely so that will also function as my room. as I can sleep in one of
Sitting
them.
in the steam.
Yeah. We'll basically section off with 6 or 7 private baths that they can rent.
Okay.
Maybe up to 4 people each or something.
So you're doing a bathhouse on one of the floors. That is 2 rooms. Minus 2 suspicion, which is nice. You'll have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a lucrative roomer each week. So there's potential for you guys to go and get more money outside of that as well. What does it look like for you for this? What does this bathhouse look like?
I'm picturing very. The only bathhouse I can think of is typically the Japanese bathhouses and private bathhouses.
Okay.
Plain wooden walls, sliding doors, that kind of stuff. They will have locks on them, but at the same time, you have to have a key, which Pip carries or the people carry.
Okay, so 6 individual baths.
Yeah.
And then
they're not open all night, but they're open late into the night, and then Pip will just, whenever it's time to sleep, he just grabs one of them.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cool. Mac?
Yes.
Anything you want to add to it?
I don't know how often I've been there, but
you've been there a couple times, I would imagine.
An armory, work area kind of thing would be nice.
Let's see. So out of these,
I think there is a workshop.
There's a workshop.
I see a workshop.
But I mean, would the workshop be rated to handle explosions in case of gunpowder incidents?
If you would like to upgrade it to have protections, you sure as can.
That'd be useful. It's just a general workshop, though, right?
It says a shop specially tailored for a specific type of craft, profession, or art. Once built, you may offer the space to a tradesman or professional. As a business, it makes minimal coin. It'll make at most 30 gold notes a week. But as a co-op, you can get basically free work done if you have somebody coming in to do the work for you.
Like McCandless.
That said, whenever it comes to, if you want it to be an all-purpose one, where Pip could come and do his alchemy work, and or not even alchemy work, any of his stuff that he does, potion making. Harold can come in and do some alchemy work that he would do.
There's a separate lab that I was thinking of.
That works too if you want to add another lab too. But workshop, cool. So that'll cost you guys 1,500 gold notes to build. It's only 1 room, so that's nice. There is no suspicion added to that.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the research thing under laboratory. I'm thinking sitting here as a doctoral student, once a 5% chance to make a discovery that can be published. I'm oh god, fuck! If only it were that easy. Please, let me.
Do you want it to be?
Go ahead.
Would you want it to be research or creation?
Oh no! In this case, it would be creation. But Justin wants the research side in real life.
Has anybody given thought to a vault or something like that, where we could store things or keep them away from prying eyes?
I think we have.
Good
I think we have
idea.
the space. We should make one. Scrungle will be happy about it. We'll be happy about it.
Everything outside of Scrungle is up to you guys. He doesn't care.
You know, some we can put stuff and or someone that can't be seen, found. You know, like Copper's thing.
Well, there's a difference between a panic room and a vault.
I'm thinking more of like an anti-scrying and detection room,
Like a lead chamber kind of thing.
basically.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's 1,000 gold notes as well. Whoever's keeping track of how much money you guys have.
We got like 1 million some odd gold. Come on, man.
It all adds up.
And we
If
might not
can
have
spend,
a million.
if we can
some
spend
on
all
gold
of this.
we might not have it for long, depending on how we draw out key long.
Well, we can also put it in.
Well,
said
when we
room,
steal his
so-
fucking hoard, we'll have even more.
Yeah. Unfortunately, most of his hoard is going to go to James.
Not if we steal it before we kill the guy. Because then it's not his.
Wait, most of the hoard's going to whom?
James.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah,
What-
little
what
frogman
was-
signing contracts.
What was in that contract exactly?
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything else that they want to talk about putting in?
Bad tip.
Where are we at then? Is there any rooms left, Nan?
Let's see. You guys have a garden, which is 2. I'm gonna write this down.
I think we should have 2 or 3 left, depending on if we decided yes on the vault, workshop, and lab.
Anybody going to be living there?
Pip can sleep in a bathhouse.
You guys have one more.
Veda will
room
be
worth of
staying for
space.
sure.
There is a hostel too.
Okay, if Veda's staying, then Veda should probably get her own room, and Copper will bunk with the kids then.
Yeah, that's what I had said. I'm
Yeah.
getting a room across from the little clinic that we've got.
Got
Yeah.
it.
It's got
Okay.
like
Which
a sleeping
I'm just tying into the clinic. I wasn't gonna make you guys spend a space.
Oh, yeah.
on that.
Mhm.
So you guys have one more room worth of space if you want to.
You getting sick of the apartment already? Okay, no, I get it.
No, I mean it's not like she would.
I mean, yeah, just
Well,
no,
Veda
no,
will
no.
talk at some point.
No, just move out. It's fine.
She's just more worried about you getting hurt.
Just making granola every morning.
Are we going to
Fucking
be
Galir with the fucking yogurt.
So defenses are an extra charge and they technically take up a room's worth of space,
They're kind of all over.
but they are like I will eventually make a map for you guys to have of this space specifically, and you guys
Excellent.
can tell me where those traps would be armed. This is essentially this room, if you want to do a defense room, would essentially act as a storage space and or monitor station for said traps.
Ooh.
Defensive perimeters or hired muscle to protect the hideout.
Yeah, I think that's well worth spending the room on. Just some extra stuff.
Especially when you have somebody like Pip that could be in charge of trap creation and laying.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
If he's not owned by a devil at the end of this.
I mean, I'm not, because I'm my soul. My body might be.
Right, yeah, that's the point.
Your hideout
See
is 12.
Adelaide's video in Discord for more info.
Unfucking
Oh, Lord.
necessary.
Okay, cool. So you guys are going to do that. That's going to take some time to get to where all of that is usable. We'll say that it'll take a full 2 weeks to have everything up and running in every room.
Sure.
But you guys could easily have, I think the bathhouse would probably be one of the last ones finalized because of how
Probably.
much work it would actually
Yeah.
take to put in.
Yeah.
Most of the observatory is basically just a quick put up a small building up top and then haul all the shit in. The garden would take time to put in, but if you go and buy them pre-made, you could pre-grown for the most part, you could easily just get that taken in over the course of a day. Let's see, the hostel.
Sort of a spiritual project, so it's not like I'm not looking for a ready-made solution, just something to keep Wilhelm busy.
Sure.
Part of the garden is a Zen garden he has to manage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I, also work on my motorcycle.
That can be done in the workshop. I think the workshop itself would take a little bit of work to put together too, because of its multi-use. Let's see. The defenses is going to be an ongoing thing. The clinic will take a lot of time to get put together, specifically because of the fact that it is a higher tech necessity than most of the other rooms that are being put in. And then the vault is going to be like the full 2 weeks because of everything that's going to need to be put into that. What all do we want to do for the vault in terms of protection? Do we want it to just be lead lined, or do we want to add other magical abjurations to it? What's the goal there with that?
I mean, I would say just magical, magical insofar as like making it non-detectable, versus like changing anything like the contents in it.
Yeah, so thick metal and then a layer of lead, which I think blocks most, almost all scrying through attempts.
And a self-destruct sequence, immolation symbol spell.
and then as we go, maybe we put up like a glyph of warding or something like that.
I'll get symbols soon. We'll put the real thing on there.
Yeah, something like that. Eventually, but we'll start out with thick, heavy steel. Kind of on all sides and lead line. Start simple, add up later.
Sure. Fantastic. Okay, I like the way that this is shaping out.
Can someone tell me how much all this was?
Yeah, give me 2 shakes.
100 for me.
We could tally it up off the stream too.
Yeah, that too. Because we tally it all up. I'm keeping
a
a ledger of just the horde, which is essentially the everybody play money.
Mm-hmm.
So I have what I spent last week, and then we can take off stuff from there.
Okay, great.
We're down to 12,482,700 gold.
Awesome. Oh no.
We'll talk about proper cost here in a minute, because I feel like it would that's like fantasy money and not like Kasmar money. Anyway, we can talk about
it's all fantasy money.
It's all fantasy money. So,
all money is fantasy money. It's a construct that we've all just decided to agree on. It's easy the means of production.
True.
For the night, let's say that you guys have 2 weeks to handle that business and whatever else you would like to do, having people come in and do the work for you. We're going back to the Scrunkle house before everything is done. It's basically just big open spaces with studs, with like studded up walls that are half made, ready for customization for wall height, etc.
So basically, everything we've just decided. We got to the Scrunkle house, right? Wilhelm's a little upset. He's like, you know what? I'm fucking tired of this place. Let's talk about this real quick to calm down. So we just kind of did a little walkthrough. Like, I think this would be a great place for this. This would be a great place for this. Great plan.
You get back to the Scrungle house. Kids are asleep. Is there anything that you guys would like to handle tonight before I move on to the next morning, whenever you guys can reconvene with Mac?
No, like I said, I think Wilhelm is pretty pissed off over the whole thing, and I will probably spend a little bit of time on the roof, and then as the sun sets, head back to the brownstone, I guess, depending on where everyone else is going.
All right.
Copper's gonna stay at the Scrungle house with the kids tonight.
Harold goes the fuck home.
Figured as much. Veda? Muted.
We're gonna go home and microdose more of the bullet.
Make Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yes, I can do that.
Sleep on the couch.
Knocked out again.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Little dabble do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Pip will go ahead and stay kind of in the vicinity of Copper.
Okay.
Since everyone's kind of paired up, no one sleeps alone.
Sure. Great. Mac, make a perception check as you wake up the next morning.
Oh, shit. That's never good. Let's see, perception. Not bad.
Sleeping next to a little gnome with tattoos on her neck.
It's better. That'd be a dirty 20. 15 plus 5.
As you wake up early, like pre-dawn early, you start brushing out your hair and getting it taken care of. And your comb or brush, I don't know which one Mac uses, gets caught at the nape of his neck. And as you're kind of like trying to pull that knot out, you hear a crunching noise, and it hurts for a second. And as you kind of like pull the comb out, you reach back and grab a hold. I don't know.
That too.
As you are, I don't know how much you know about this, but whenever cattle get wet and it freezes, it'll freeze in a full chunk in their hair. And you find that there is a similar conglomeration at the nape of your neck. It's probably about the size of a quarter. You kind of look in the mirror, try like do your best to look in the mirror. It's just a little white, hard something stuck in your hair at the base of your neck.
How far near or on the Shaded Lilies tattoo is it?
It's like below it. It would be like below the shirt. It would like you could put it below the collar.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Anyway, to kind of, just try and get it off. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't belong on me. So.
Are you gonna try and like cut it out?
Yeah. No, just if I get wire brush if I need to. Just.
Okay, as you're getting down into it, you realize that it's sprouting from the base of your neck. And it's cold.
Like as I break it up, it's getting bigger?
No, you can't find a way to break it up. You trim the hair around it, makes it look a little funky as you have like a little white knob sticking out of your neck.
That's why I got nice long hair. Oh, okay. That's fucking weird. I'll check the bedroom. Is Veda here?
Yeah, I came home with you.
Okay. But
Haven't moved out yet.
Probably you're asleep, so won't bother you with that. I'll keep an eye on it, I guess. I don't know what the hell that is. Probably from being in the fucking, all that ice came in the fucking dragon lair. That's never nice. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind and try not to worry about it too much. And, start. It's nice and early. Got plenty of sleep. Let's start cleaning all my guns. Wait until it's a proper time. Probably 10 o'clock in the morning. Start making breakfast. The vet is not awake yet.
Yeah. Well, she microdosed. She'll probably be like sleeping in a little bit. Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah. She's like a 6 a.m. on the dot kind of gal, but you know.
Well, I'm already awake.
Not
Then.
feeling
It's
too
like,
good.
hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hey, you do doctor stuff, right?
Well, technically, but I'm actually a nurse, but I can do the same things mostly. Yes.
Mind taking a look at something? I know that sounds weird, but ever since I got out of the, got really cold when I was meeting Pip's grandma. I mean, like really cold, like everything kind of moved in, icicles, that kind of thing. And just got this frozen white patch in the back of my neck. Can you check it out?
Oh, the back of your neck. Okay, that's much better. Yes,
Yeah,
I can.
Wasn't thinking anything. No.
Some things need looked at sometimes.
Still gotta take off his shirt though,
Yeah, you need to hunch.
Yeah.
Sit down a little bit. And he'll probably sit down in a chair, and she'll still get on a stool to that tall. I'm assuming.
Probably one of those things. Yeah.
So
Medicine check.
yeah.
You got it.
As you are looking at the back of his neck, he pulls the hair away. He has trimmed basically all the way around what you're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it,
Not the greatest.
again, it's about the size of a quarter, and it's protruding ever so slightly. It's not like a full-on, like inch off of his neck.
Ice worked.
It protrudes maybe a quarter inch in total.
God, now
But
back
looking
my
at
neck's
it-
itching, God damn it.
Looking at it, you can see
that.
this little white dot in the center of what looks like white veins coming across his neck and down towards his shoulders. And as you kind of like pull it back a little bit more, it almost looks like wings, draconic wings going across the back of his shoulders, but not very deep, not very far down his shoulders, just kind of like a little bit across him, like a little, like a tramp stamp, but on his neck.
What the fuck?
It doesn't hurt, does it?
No, it just kind of itches, except with like I try, I was just doing my brush through and got kind of caught, and yeah, no, it doesn't hurt.
With a 13 on your medicine check, you don't know what this is.
Yeah. This might be something for Harold to look at. It doesn't look bad. She'll try she'll pull out her compact mirror from her purse and then hold another mirror behind so he can get a little look on it. I would guess it has something to do with the dragons. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, since it looks kind of white and crystally, and I've just left a dragon's lair, yeah, I bet. But
I'm not the magical type though. That we'll see Harold today though.
do you think it's magical, or do you think it's like an infection? Do you think I got like mange or something because it got too cold? Or
I don't think it's mange really. That would be like patches of your fur falling out, and I don't think that's happened. It's like a magical infection. Not that infection is necessarily bad, but
yeah, I don't know how those are passed on.
Yeah, people brand their friends, right? Like an acquaintance,
lots
Right,
of
yeah.
different ways.
not their
Yeah.
property, right? Is that how that works?
Yes.
But if you
So
don't
it's
feel funny
still
at all, I wouldn't be very worried about it.
I don't know. Do I feel funny? Do I feel weird? I don't know.
You feel hilarious.
I feel like I have a
Let's
spell transmitted disease.
Man, I feel like it.
And I hate when a rough night on the town fucking leads to aberrant dragon mark. You know?
Oh God, I hope not.
It's a rough night. It's a rough day at the clinic.
Make an insight check with advantage because it's yourself.
Okay. I mean,
Madison check. You know your own body.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I kind of hope you fail this.
I mean, I'm pretty damn decent at like insight, not medicine, but I don't know. I'm just trying to feel how I feel, stretching my back, things like that. What am I? What is my insight? +8, so that would be a 16. Wasn't that great?
16, kind of stretching a little bit. You look at your hand, at the back of your hand, and you can see on your trigger finger, there's a little thin white line that wasn't there before going.
Oh, I don't like that.
Even into like the tip of your finger.
I don't like that.
On both hands.
No, that's not good.
And you can feel this odd sensation going through your horns.
Wait, of what?
You can feel an odd sensation going through your horns as well.
Do his horns look any different?
Looking at his horns, no.
I don't know.
So I have these microfracture white lines coming through my skin. Okay, this is not fun.
You know what this is. We talked about it.
I know, but Mac doesn't know what this is, and I'm being Mac, so shut up. Yeah, I think I should go talk to Harold. This ain't right. I mean, if it's gonna affect me in some way of like, I don't know, doing my job or shooting shit, especially if it's on my, my good fingers. Yeah, do you think he's up at this time?
Oh yes, he's an early riser.
All right.
We can go over.
Yeah, I made some more granola, and I don't know if you eat hard-boiled eggs, but there's a couple
I do
in
eat
too.
eggs.
Okay. Yeah, did those
speaking
too.
of which, what I figured, since we have the Scrungle house now, you've been so generous with your hospitality, but I feel like I should move in there. Only just, I'm worried if Regani finds this house, and I'm not here, but you are.
Well, then I'll deal with him. But yeah, no, you were just staying here because of the whole thing on your mom. How'd that go, by the way?
Not well. Not well.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, now that she's fine, now that we know that she had nothing to do with stuff and the whole, I don't know, the whole targeting thing and all that.
No, she did. She knew about the whole thing.
Really? Because the Vapor told me that, oh, no, the Vapor, she's crafty. She learned everything she needed to know from this one that she talked about. So, all right.
She's playing both sides.
Well, hopefully your apple fell far from that tree then.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
Oh, well.
My sisters used to be a lot like me. Just me left.
You don't think they got anything to do with it, do you?
No, I'm just saying. Both my sisters are off the wall, and my mother's insane, and my father's got no backbone, so it's just me. So who's to say?
Well, then, there's that cliche saying of taking the bull by the horns, but I don't recommend doing that. Well, maybe it's time for the Bennett family to have somebody else step up.
That would imply me being different than I am now.
No, you still be the same. Just make things better. Anyway, yeah, let's but no, that's fine. No, that Scrungy's the Scrungle, the goblin place. Yeah, it'll be way better, especially how everybody was talking about like making things and making it all good and such.
I think it'd be nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stay out here because if you tend to put a whole bunch of targets in one spot, it's a lot easier to shoot it. But let's have some breakfast. I'll make some coffee or tea if you want. Let me have some whiskey. Then get over to Harold and see what the fuck's going on with my hands and back and neck and all. Something in my horns too.
Well, it doesn't look like it, but
No, but they feel weird. They feel kind of tingly, like my fingers do.
Well, we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Right. I guess we'll just have breakfast, pack up, and start heading to Harold's.
Yep.
Fuck, still haven't picked up the truck. Well, looks like we're taking the train.
Pip, you wake up. Make a perception check.
Good. It's not good. Like a 9 maybe.
Your body's fine.
My body's fine. Great.
No. You wake up in the morning and find that all 3 of the kids are gone.
Knowing what we found them doing, I would like to check my stuff.
Make an investigation check.
Better. 25.
Hey, Eli, we're gonna kill the kids.
Oh my god.
Please don't kill my children.
It's all there.
Here I come.
Okay. Excellent.
Dave is gonna come kill them.
Yep, guys, I've come to kill your children.
Gunshot.
I heard there was some unsanitary folk over here.
Anyway, all your stuff is there. It's fine.
It's
Sweet.
Constable Carl now.
I mean, Copper's just passed out, still filled up, but kids are gone.
I'll simply just kind of move a little bit closer to Copper, sit down cross-legged, start eating like a loaf of bread I had left over from the other day, just kind of waiting.
Takes a minute. Copper wakes up.
Like on the floor.
Yeah, I'm a respectable distance away. It's not creepy.
I wake up and Pip's like right there. I was waiting.
Got any games on your phone?
Get any games on your phone?
Your knife collection's really nice.
Pip will actually spend like an hour, if while he's waiting on Copper to look up, to switch over, instead of his herbalism kit proficiency, I'll switch it over to Arcana.
Okay.
And I'd like to investigate the heart that I have attuned to see if it does anything in particular, just kind of to get more accustomed to it.
We'll roll over your 25 in investigation and make an Arcana check.
Let's see, and proficiency 17.
17. Okay. So looking at it, this ruby is cut into the shape of a heart, an anatomically correct heart, on the front. On the back, from the front-facing perspective, it looks like there are flames coming from around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the back side of it, it is uncut and unpolished, and just kind of this rough, round gem on the other side. You're not sure what the use is, but there is probably... How do I put this?
Yeah, because I get some information from attuning to it, and the rest, or some from Arcana. So it's more like I know it does something.
You know that there is a magical something connected to it, but you're not sure what it is or what it does, and you have like this warmth about you being attuned to it.
Okay.
It looks like you could probably find somewhere for it to fit with something else, but you're not sure what.
Okay.
It's oddly... The unworked side has an odd geometric perfection to it.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Definitely something I have to have Harold look at.
Or you could have just gotten Jewel. the jewelry kit proficiency. Instead of
I'm East Magic. I thought maybe I'll do it next time. Whatever.
Great. Cool. That's what you get from that.
Cool, no problem.
Copper wakes up. Kids are gone.
Are you just eating a loaf of bread?
It's nearly gone.
You want some?
Yeah, sure, thanks.
There. Pip's weird though. He starts at the heel and like works his way toward the center. So you have like the center of a loaf.
Like it's the best piece for Copper.
Wait, he eats the whole crust first?
No. Like, say you have like a half a loaf.
That's
of bread,
so much funnier.
You know? He'll eat.
Like a
start the loaf and work his way up.
That's the gone.
I'm sitting here thinking you have like a whole loaf and you've eaten the heel of both sides.
He's like corn cobbing the crust off of like a.
Yeah, he does. He likes the more robust flavor of the crust. So generally, we'll peel the crust off and eat that before he gets.
Wait till we introduce him to toast.
Oh God.
Just the fact that somebody looked at a piece of cooked bread and said, "Nah,
let's do it again.
Cook it again."
You thought a chocolate croissant and a piece of bacon was like Copper's biggest trick. A toaster. That's the real magic.
I feel like he's
Wilhelm
seen it
just like
around
wakes
Wilhelm
up suddenly.
before.
Like I feel like someone's talking about me.
Bread makes you fat.
A toaster.
Anyway.
Did the kids go?
They were done when I woke up.
Did you stay together all night?
Yeah, no one.
I
for
feel
safety.
like I passed out before that. That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sleep okay?
Yeah, fine, no problem.
I mean, wood floor is a lot nicer than concrete, you know?
It's much warmer, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Not too bad. Oh, I fed the cat too.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw the
What'd
little
you feed?
baggie.
Yeah,
I saw the little
okay.
baggie you left out from last night, so I just put more of that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That
All
was
right.
catnip.
What is happening at the Scrungle house right now?
Everybody's getting high.
Pip and I are building a home. Okay.
It's like a box fort, like blankets, and you're like, oh, this would be so cool. What if we got some chairs and
It's
like
everybody's first
thing over
apartment
it?
when they're 20.
Oh my god, what if we got fairy lights? Oh my god.
The kids stole a couple of Scrungle's boxes, and now they have a box for it.
This is the snack station over here, and this is the activity station over here.
They've even
night.
They've even like cut out like different portions of it to make it look like cabinets, so that way there's like a full functioning kitchen made out of boxes.
Walls of Bud Light cans.
Yeah.
Fucking natural ice. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say natties, buddy.
They're sewer kids.
Natty lights. God.
Natty ice.
Sewer kids.
I had a 30 rack of I had a 30 rack of natural ice sit in my trunk for, I shit you not, probably 3 months, and it tasted.
And you were a sewer kid. Don't worry.
It tasted the same.
Because it was bad to start with.
Right.
Anyway.
Should we go to the brownstone then?
Yeah, that's where most of them stay. So we didn't have a
Yeah,
plan
I
to meet
feel like-
here, so I figured we'll go there.
Probably there. Yeah. Okay. We should get some like fresh orange juice on the way. That sounds really good right now.
Oh yeah, I'm out of pocket bread, so we gotta go stop and refresh anyway.
Yeah. Mouth's all dry.
Can I
and
grow
stuff,
oranges on the
so-
roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasmar is Miami.
You only call them oranges, though. You have to call them oranges.
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 Can I grow some oranges on the roof? On the
Okay,
roof?
well, we'll
Get yourself some fresh orange juice.
Yeah,
On the
we'll
roof.
stop and get
Orange
some.
juice is up on
I'll
the
take a
roof.
bacon nugget juice.
We can stop at
Stop by the
Dunkies
baker
on the way.
Don't drink the
So you
mango.
go
know, get the
downstairs and you hear the kids rattling around with Scrungle as he's ordering them around to move things for him as they are helping him set
Oh
up
my
shop.
god.
Nice. Okay.
Whoa,
Oh, hey.
you guys get a job?
Kinda. No.
Is he paying you? No, definitely not. Okay.
I think.
Scrungle, will you say that? And
Okay.
Scrungle, like the Scruggle's head comes out of a box and he just.
I think they just found a loophole to be able to touch the stuff.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that's super smart, actually.
Devin's over there and he's just like holding this super nice sword that's like nice, like this scimitar that's curved upward. It's got this nice dangly bit kind of coming down the tassel, all like with little hard crystals at the end of the tassels, and he's like, "That was pretty cool." He swings it at
Careful.
Elaine, and Elaine's like, "Oh, hey."
Okay, well, I'm glad that all of you are having a good time. You were asleep when we got here last night, but I wanted to tell you that you're gonna have a room here soon. We're doing some stuff.
Devin looks dumbfounded. Elaine looks like she's about to cry. And third one that I can't think of the name of without having the notes open right now.
I got it. It's Eddie.
Jimmy.
Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. I was gonna say Edward, and I was like, that doesn't feel right. Just because it's the 3rd of October. It doesn't mean I need
Jimmy.
to talk about Edward. Anyway, he's over there like barely even paying attention. He's like, that's great. Digging through a box.
It's gonna be a little tight, I think, but you'll all have your own beds, and I'll have my own bed, and it's like, I mean, maybe not forever, but basically
Elaine cries.
forever.
Lenny cries. She sits down on a box and cries.
Just to top it all off, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to work. We're going to get lots of things put in here, so you guys can get some
Copper's
money too.
Gonna scoop Elaine up, just like, whew,
She's just losing it.
and just like hold her since she's crying and he feels bad. There's always gonna be food to eat, and
She cries harder.
you're gonna be able to learn, and everything's gonna be different now. I promise.
We're going to have a super cool bathhouse that I've got planned. And you guys will have free access to one of the rooms as long as it's not being used. So that'll be cool.
Dana's gonna have a clinic, so if you ever get hurt, there's somewhere where we can help you.
Devin is just progressive, like you can see the confusion just like churning. You can see the steam
Who's
coming
Beta?
from
They've
his
never
ears.
even
It's
met me before.
We're gonna have like a garden on the roof, so that's like some fresh fruit.
Workshop.
If you guys want some herbs, I can make you some stuff.
Nothing like that.
And he pops up and he's like, "Yeah, oh."
No, I mean like tonics,
you get
for
older.
like when they're running around, when
Right.
they're running around the city and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Tonics. Uh-huh.
Pip, you can't. Please don't sell drugs to my children, Pip.
It's not gonna
Scrungle's
be.
just staring at them. He's just like,
It's not drugs. I don't
I'm
think.
just saying, if it ever comes up, It's a no.
Scrumble has drugs.
No, Scrumble,
Nope.
don't. No, you don't.
And he pops up. He's like, "What?"
So yeah, lots of opportunities here. Just be on your best behavior.
Yeah, you have to be like respectful about everything in here, okay?
Yeah. Although,
Devin.
don't steal from us. Try to steal less from outside people. We don't want to draw suspicion.
You don't have to worry about stealing to have money or stealing to eat anymore. So,
What are we gonna do with our time?
Oh, you could work.
learn and work.
We will have a workshop so that if you want to make something for yourself,
You could learn how to make.
I can
things.
show you
could
how to
learn
make
things.
armor. We can show you how to stab people. Max
And
got
he's like,
guns.
"Yeah!"
Max got guns, so I'm sure we could,
Veda, if our
use-
child is ever like
Set up
this,
a firing
I swear to
range. We'll really teach you the skills you need to survive out in Kasmar,
Oh God.
We can, on our free time, I can workshop with you and hide and stuff.
Elaine is just full on openly sobbing loudly, full on guffawing. You can feel your through your jacket, it's getting wet on your shirt.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I feel like I'm making this worse here.
Let's just bring it
You
back.
don't
a
have
little
to do
bit.
all that stuff if that sounds bad. I'm not gonna make you do that. It's okay.
As I kind of put Elaine down, I'm gonna try and bring her focus in so that she's not sobbing. Hey. Just breathe in really, really deep.
If you want.
Fill up like a balloon and push it all out all at once.
If you want, I can kind of reset her. I can put her to sleep if you want.
No, I think that's okay.
So, Pip, you have invited children to your bathhouse.
Oh my God.
And now you've tried to sell them drugs. You've offered to teach them the ways of the street.
Stab people and
JD.
They're now trying to roofie them. One meeting with a devil.
I think
One.
I think we have to kill Pip now.
He's on the list.
He's on the list right there at the bottom.
Wow.
This
Wow.
is the best of intentions. The best of intentions.
Okay.
It's never dealt with children.
I wrote Pip with a question mark
Elaine
on my kill list.
does her
Beautiful.
best.
Wandering.
Yeah, she does her best to calm down, snotting everywhere, and you're gonna
Totally
have to
fine.
clean yourself up. But she's like, I didn't think that we were gonna have a place to sleep until we were in our 20s, and people would hire us and stuff for work. So
Yeah.
we're
But
not
now,
as old as I thought we were gonna be.
but now you get to do so much more.
Yeah, we can grow to be 35 and die, because then we'll be old.
Yeah, that's old. Sure.
I would kill those kids right now.
I fucking hate them. I hate them so much.
It is pretty old, but some of our group, they're way older than that. So
Well, yeah,
got
they're
lots of
very-
life left.
Devin pops up and he's like, "Well, yeah, they're geriatric. I don't know what to tell you."
Please don't say that in front of them.
17 fireballs.
Now,
One for every year.
instead of doing the things you have to do, now you're gonna get to do things you actually want to do, and that was all I wanted for all of you. So we have to go do some stuff.
Whenever you
You
say whenever you say that, Elaine looks at the other two for a brief second. Devin drops the sword, or Eddie drops the sword. Devin stops and looks, and then they just group hug you around, and Elaine starts crying again.
Oh, again. It's okay.
Cool.
Okay.
It's just
You're gonna make
Scruggle looks at you, Pip, and is just like, and I'm working.
Copper's trying not to cry himself, because this is definitely like probably like the closest like physically he's really been to anyone in a really long time. I'd say maybe the kids have huddled up to him like when they were younger and like bad shit was going down, but not
warmth.
ever for this reason, not ever just like because. So I think Copper's trying not to cry. Okay, you're gonna make me cry. Keep helping Scrungle. Don't do anything goofy.
Don't draw attention to this is kind of like your new base, so
Devin
pay attention to the base.
Be good. I'm gonna give Elaine 5 gold notes to like feed everyone today.
for a week. Feed everyone for a week.
She looks at it and she's like, "Where are you getting all of this money?"
I told you I have a job now.
I'll let you know. Employment works out pretty well.
Just don't spend it all in a place. Okay?
Make it last in case we're gone a few days.
Yeah. Okay? Okay. All right, have fun. Pip?
Devin does his best to mimic Scrungle diving into a box. And you just hear this loud clatter inside before you hear an echoing, "Ow!" And Eddie's rushing over to like help him out. Elaine's just, I don't know if we're gonna survive. Go do what you're gonna do. Thank you. Have fun with whatever it is you're going to do working.
Yeah, have fun. Orange juice? Pip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harold, where did you get all this money? Kill people.
They don't need to know that.
Harold and Wilhelm, got anything you want to handle this morning? Before everybody shows up?
No, because I think the biggest thing that Harold wants to do is going to involve, if we live to see the next downtime.
If you live to see the end of the next downtime.
No, we have to get there first. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think his concern is with noticing, or I don't know if Veda would have even said anything, but if Harold finds out that Bruce is kind of going back to like leading shit, which means nobody's paying attention to what's going on outside, then Harold would probably not like staying there full time, but in his occasional free time would go to look through the telescope and kind of take up what Bruce had been doing, taking notes, all that kind of stuff.
The telescope down in the Lilies has not been.
Oh, that's right. It's totally fucked.
Mm-hmm.
He has his new telescope that can see outside,
which will be set up not today.
Well, he will do that at some point.
Okay.
So I think at some point, Wilhelm is typically up to watch the sunrise. And I'm doing a bit of magical research into a lot of the spells that Harold has that I have not typically used before, but, more of the wizarding nature. And in the middle of that, I think at some point that evening, I would have gone back to my apartment to grab a few journals, particularly older ones.
Okay.
You're making a funny face.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the name of your apartment complex?
I don't think it's an apartment complex. It's just an address.
It's just an address?
Yes.
You lived on like the 3rd or 4th floor, though, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
It is a very rundown, very cheap. But Wilhelm keeps very detailed notes.
Okay. Going back to that place, is a bit of an odd sensation. The usual noise is lower. There's no real sense of just really anybody living there. Make a perception check.
Should I save us both time and just like tell you it's like gonna be a 6? I see. I overexerted myself. It was a 4 for a 9.
9.
It's odd. You catch that there's less activity, but you don't catch much beyond that due to your focus and kind of like the nerves of what if he's here kind of thing. You get to the door and it's open. Just left open. And stepping inside, it's an absolute mess. The couch is scorched and ripped open. You can see burnt pieces of cotton on the floor from where the cushion has been poured out. The chair is untouched. There are burn marks across the cabinets. The dishes, like all the cabinets are open and all the dishes inside are broken. There's not one that survives. I imagine there's probably a set of shelves that held some semblance of history or memorabilia that you may have had that is all just like the shelf is pushed over, and like even going to lift it up, you can see that everything that was inside of it is at the very minimum broken, if not burned. Going into the bedroom.
I had a roommate like that once.
It is left alone. You find your various different notebooks that you're looking for.
Yeah, we'll grab several things that I may need. Just kind of kicking my way through the garbage. Most of anything else I have. Again, Wilhelm's personal space is not. I don't have a lot of personal possessions. Anything material that would be of extensive value.
Mm-hmm.
So I take whatever I believe important in the time, and I will lock the doors this time and exit. But I think that was the previous evening. I would have stopped there before going back to the brownstone. So it's that morning, Harold, you are in the study, the 3rd floor study. Wilhelm is, again, up with the sunrise, and I now have a series of my own personal journals out, like spread across all of your desks and whatnot.
Like maybe Harold walks in without you in the room to see that and is kind of, oh, well, this is interesting. What would Harold see if he's looking at what you have it open to?
They are accounts, detailed interviews with various cults, and you'll notice a very succinct pattern of reference to demonic and or infernal entities. And then I think at that point I would actually just loop you in as I walked back in. Oh, good, you're here. I wanted to soundboard something off of you. It's been bothering me ever since we met with that creature.
Yes. I see. Did you write all of this?
Oh yes, this is sorry for the mess. I just had to sort of lay it all out to get a good look at it.
Harold looks over at the other table that's got like 18 books just piled out on it because he's like organized chaos.
Same thing, right? You have to kind of get it all out. Yeah, these are early investigations. Tristan and I, in particular, dealt primarily for Weatherford in this occult nature. My background and Tristan's, we were particularly apt at tracking down things that were not easily seen. You understand? Spiritual in nature. So, in all of this, there's something that has always irked me and Tristan about a lot of these accounts, and it is that the Infernals in Kasmar do you know the first reported sighting of an Infernal was only 100 years ago?
Really?
There were literally no accounts previous to 100 years of devils existing in Kasmar.
And now they operate as any normal member of society?
Yes, and it has only been the last century. So, again, in our frame of mind that we had, it was something about seeing them with the creatures. You understand the nature of those beings? The
Are you talking about the little slimy boys?
Yes. Yeah. Harold understands this?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And
I believe so.
Under normal circumstances, with the dimming, I'd always thought there must just be something must have been severed, you know. The planes, they are somehow separated. Deities no longer able to reach through. Plane of fire, plane of air, plane of water, etc., etc. Nine hells abyss no longer has it. That those bridges were disconnected. However, now using newfound information and what we know about Kasmar, what does that tell you?
Well, they must have gotten in somehow.
Exactly, Harold. The devils found a way in.
That is interesting, and like so many more things in recent memory, both interesting and troubling.
My guess is that our friend James knows more than he is letting on about.
Well, I would hope so, because if he doesn't know any more than what we found, he's going to have some trouble in life.
I understand that they are an integrated part of society now, but these beings have a singular purpose, and that is to accumulate power. That is how they evolve as a species.
I need both of you to make insight checks.
I will use Historian to give him the help action.
Oh!
Okay, so he has advantage, and you can add his proficiency bonus as well. So if you want to go for the crit...
But that 28...
Thank you for at least burning the natural one. So it was a 19, and then a natural one.
Okay,
As if to say... that was it. So 28.
The 28 becomes, I think, what, a 31?
Let's see. It's plus 4, so...
32.
Yep, 32. So...
all time and space about yourself and other people opens up.
I feel like somewhere Max horns are bothering him.
His odd,
Wait, is
demeanor.
Vader into me?
They're so tingly.
In that moment, Wilhelm finally realizes that Veda might be into him.
That's it. That's all the inside checklist.
Hey Veda, let's see what this finger can do.
So oh god damn.
No.
What?
Why did it get hotter in my apartment all of a sudden?
I thought
So
bread needed to be cooked again.
I swear, I thought I told Randall to stop playing with the thermostat.
James's perception of time is not like yours, and it is clear in how he handles the conversation, every conversation that you've had with him so far. His body's there. His mind is only like half there. That said, his information, while he probably has good information, is remembered and forgotten in a flash for him because of how he likely came to be in Kasmar.
He's using that 9th level spell, Asshole Projection.
Sort of.
If only I had access to a higher celestial being that wasn't a complete dick.
How do I put
Oh, wait.
He would have to still physically be here in Kasmar to operate as he has. So you are now dealing with a third, potentially insane, all-powerful creature in this space due to mind fracturing.
Like simulacrum kind of shit, or worse?
No. Like, the time distortion has fucked with his brain. Because him coming into Kasmar, he probably wasn't the full-blown devil that you saw before. He probably came in much smaller, garnered power over time. Probably came in before that 100-year mark whenever he was realized, or any other infernal devil was realized. So he would have had time to build his repertoire up to that point, if it were him in particular, and not somebody else. So he would have had... The only explanation that is here is that in the immense amount of time that is being dilated here, his mind cracked coming in and is not fully functioning 100% of the time as an entity in Kasmar, gaining power in Kasmar. Does that make sense?
No, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. Cool. Great.
So my point is, if the devils can figure out how to get in,
well, theoretically, something must be able to figure out how to get out.
exactly, and they're able to manifest a physical form here. Whereas the perception that I have is that we are all spiritual already. And just a sort of mental projection of physical. Because of the nature of our environment, yes? But if we are, in fact, and this is where looking at the lemures brought it to me, if we are, in fact, manifesting actual physical space, then perhaps we can use the same ways the devils got in to get the people of Kasmar somewhere far away from whatever is happening outside. all of this sort of hinges back on everything else. I don't think either of us has the power to create such a pathway. But I can only think of a few other people that would have arcane knowledge. That's great.
Would I know anyone who like would think in the terms of like theoretical magic, that kind of thing? Like, I'm basically looking for like someone who studies black holes, but fantasy.
I mean, if you want to use your I know a guy, we can do that.
I have a very specific entity in mind.
Who might that be?
The same individual that helped create those tunnels at the Lilies.
Chuck is enjoying that line of thought. Let's follow it.
Sure, let's get a third dragon involved with everything. Why
Yeah,
don't
good
we?
one, you piece of shit.
All right, I think we're gonna cut that there
I'm
for
just,
the moment.
Just kidding, Trevor. I love you.
And we will reconvene at the Brownstone after a quick break, yeah? So be sure to spend your elf eggs while you have the time to do so. Go check out Foundry and check out Forge, Tabletop Audio, all our friends that we have here at Neg 2, and we will see you guys in 10 minutes.
Say that about literally everything.
That's true.
Yeah, except for Sandman. I like that a lot.
A lot of people, including Robert, would argue it was better in the book.
It was 100%.
Anything. Anyway.
All right, what are we fucking doing? We're meeting up at the Brownstone.
Welcome back, party
Not
people.
the Brownstone.
No, it's what's up, party people? Welcome back.
What's up, Brownstone people?
How you doing, Fiesta folks?
What's up, PP Squad?
What's up, people squad?
Let's all get ready to rumble in the Scrungle Jungle.
My God.
Welcome to the Scrungle. We got
Lots
We
of
got
boxes.
No, if you're gonna do it, you gotta use the Zappa one, man. Well, let's scrungle in the jungle, right?
Yep.
Or bungle in the scrungle, I guess, if you want to go that route.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
You
guys
know,
all
you don't know
arrived
Frank
back
Zappa?
at the
I know
Brownstone.
Frank Zappa, I just don't care.
Bungle
Well,
in
there's
the
also
jungle.
Mike-
Come on.
There's also Mike Patton with Mr. Scrungle.
A little on the nose.
I know, right?
Take us away, Chuck. Take me away, please. Take
Far, far
you're
away.
all- you
far
just-
away.
You guys are all at the Brownstone.
on a date
You're at
or with
the-
a sniper rifle.
You're at the. I'm
Either
not.
one's fine.
You're at the Brownstone. That's all there is to it. You're at
I'll
the
have what
Brownstone.
she's
The
at.
Brownstone.
Instead of Chuck, can we call you Calgon so you can just take us away?
Oh man, that was the Silver Dragon's name. Now you gotta change it.
It's Qui-Gon, so-
Ruin it.
Pip and Copper walk in 5 minutes late with orange juice.
And a series
Somehow
of bakes.
there was no time we were supposed to
Yeah.
meet, but they're still late.
Yeah.
I have friends like that.
Harold, would you come here for a minute? Max, sit down again. And she'll pull.
Oh yeah, no, we
that
need to
chair
help
the
hold.
side.
Yeah, we need to show Harold my thing.
So he said that this showed up a little overnight, and it itches, and it's not medical.
Well, it doesn't really itch. It just kind of tingles, and it's weird.
Is
it's
that
like-
not your area of expertise?
And it's
No,
like
you know,
it's in my fingers.
no, it's not. We think
Oh,
it
it's
might
kind
have
of
Harold will,
medical, kind of medical, but also arcane. Yeah, who else would? I don't know. I can't think of anyone else that would.
I'll take a peek.
Make a medicine check.
That's 15 plus 7's 22.
Damn.
So, sometimes when a dragon likes a person,
Oh no. Oh,
give
it's
him
jizz in the
some.
back of his hair. When you said it was like white, when you said it was white and dried up and stuck in his hair, I was like, oh my god.
Everyone thought it. You leave it as subtext, Adelaide.
Oh my god.
God, I so wish I would have failed that roll.
Wait, really? Is it dragon jizz in his hair?
No.
Oh my god.
But no, in all
It's the equivalent.
sometimes when you are literally blessed by a dragon, they will give you a gift that will more or less mark them in some form or fashion.
It is Aberrant Dragon Mark. God damn it.
Those gifts vary in nature depending on the color of the dragon. So.
Oh, okay. Gift chromatic.
Pip basically walks up and gives Mac a bagel, and crawls up to the chair and is like, "Oh, that's really weird. Look, you see the pattern? That's kind of neat."
Yeah, Veda said it's kind of like wings or something.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It actually looks more like a set of. Well, never mind. We'll go with wings. And Harold will just walk away.
Like it ain't like I'm not gonna like fly or nothing, am I?
I think
Have
the
you
wings
tried?
are small for that.
Fuck, I don't know how this shit works.
Harold casts fly.
Well, Mac, it didn't take you very long to get branded. Huh? You seem to have moved on rather quickly, eh?
Yeah, well, if I was dealing with a bunch of hot bullshit, might as well get branded by somebody I see.
Hey, y'all match now, kind of.
Oh yes, I have a tattoo now.
Yes,
And she'll roll up her sleeve, and it's flames that kind of lick around her arm.
Yes,
Oh.
Wilhelm and Mac, our very own Trojan Fire and Ice.
Maybe we should all get like a group tattoo to really like bind us together, you know?
We
I
have
Like this,
one.
not like the shaded lilies, but like one of our own, you know? Because you know, Wilhelm's got his thing, Max now got his thing, Veda's got a cool flame tattoo.
This is a very tatted up group. Now that you say so.
Well, there's some about, you know, like voluntarily getting them and not voluntarily getting them. So
Right, so we should all
amen.
voluntarily get a group tattoo.
That sounds like fun to me. I think we should do that.
So like Harold, what's this thing do?
I mean, do you want an Arcana check, Chuck, or do I mean...
No, I would say that you probably know.
Okay, I mean...
yeah, I mean, you can...
it's Gift of the Chromatic
Dragon. Yeah.
I don't even remember what that one does.
Essentially, you can
Infuse a weapon and gain resistance.
Oh.
So it's just a common occurrence that people that complete jobs for the Crystal Vapors are given these marks, yeah?
I don't know. She didn't tell me anything about that. Just the whole place got
So,
really
Pip, how come
fucking
you
small.
don't have one of these marks?
Harold, that is a very rare occurrence, to be clear.
Yeah,
If
it
something
happens
was
all
just given.
happens all the time.
Wilhelm also knows that.
I don't know. I try to avoid her as much as possible, so I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, I did get this weapon though, so maybe that's like a little different.
So if I touch something, hey Harold, you got something I can shoot?
Like, there's loads of books around here.
Oh,
I know,
maybe-
that's a good
maybe
point.
not that. Maybe not that.
No.
Maybe not inside.
You don't have like a trash bin of books?
Why would you throw out books?
Harold just like kind of silently to himself, just calm down, Harold. Calm down. He doesn't know any better.
Oh, I've got this. Don't worry. You can shoot me, Mac.
That would be a little extreme. We have perfectly good bagels, right?
Listen, Veda said she was able to catch a bullet. I wanted to try.
I don't think you're that fast.
Well,
actually.
I mean, also, you being all like, hot and like fiery, and I think this is from like the vapor, so maybe cold might actually hurt you more. I don't necessarily.
I have no weaknesses to ice.
Why are you like really intent on getting shot right now? We have like bagels, trash.
Is this like that time you wanted me to slap you?
I could literally.
You just like need to feel something, or
I could literally just go outside, grab the lid off the trash can.
I mean, yeah, we don't. I don't have to do something. Kind of crazy and weird like this, and I'll just pull my revolver, bonus action, infuse, and pull the trigger.
Roll an attack, I guess.
Immediately.
Not in the bloody. God damn it!
That might hurt a little. Yeah,
Tell
that
me
would
it's
be
a
no. 24.
24 hits will help. Roll damage.
Shield.
1d8.
Shield. This is so. As you fire, as you infuse, you all watch as the vein that goes from his that thin vein that goes from his neck all the way down to his trigger finger begins to glow this soft blue. As he grabs a hold of the revolver to pull the trigger, you watch as it, like in bullet time, we watch it kind of wrap around the trigger and go up into the actual chamber
Bullet
itself
time.
before it hits that firing pin, going into the cartridge itself before firing out the bullet that is now infused with this swirling ice on the tip of the bullet that goes into, it looks like it's about to go into Wilhelm before he just very rapidly throws up the shield as a bit of flame kind of erupts around him. You watch as the bullet just erupts off the side, and there's just this big ball of ice that off to the side.
Are you insane?
Not in my bloody house.
That vein is still like you can see all of those little veins are glowing a soft blue, kind of giving his the hat this underglow effect.
I'll be fucking damn. Thank you,
I'm not gonna lie, Mac. You look pretty fucking cool right now.
I mean, that ain't bad. I mean, I knew you would protect yourself anyway, but hot damn. So, I shoot fucking ice now. That's kind of hot. Or, wait, cold, I guess. Huh. That ain't bad.
Well, it's funny that it's funny that you say that, Mac, because I have been working on a similar thing, knowing what we're going up against.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like we're fighting a red dragon, they do flame shit, probably a good idea.
And I will start to glow white hot as the room suddenly, all of the heat in the room gets pulled into Wilhelm.
Wilhelm,
I'm going to cast
the bloody books.
Rhymes Binding Ice on Mac.
Make a con save, Mac, I believe, right?
Shit. Oh, man. Okay. That'd be a 23, because that's a nat 20. I'm not shitting you. I shall take a picture.
As the air around you all kind of suddenly just drops
green dye
to below zero temperatures, it is focused in that white hot moment as everything just kind of everything else kind of heats up. And Pip, the mucus on your arms started to crystallize for a moment before all of a sudden they just started melting again before this large amount of ice, it just begins to creep up your hooves, Mac, before you just very shove a crack it off and away.
Oh,
damn. So you take 8 damage from the cold damage. Are you resistant to it, or are you going to wait for that?
I will burn the reaction to become resistant to ice. Yeah.
Okay. As you do, he wears pants, doesn't he? Like jeans.
Coveralls, yeah. But like his hocks are visible.
Okay, all we see are these like these veins, these thin lines going down across the top of the calf portion of the hawk before it begins to like turn into a full-on talon around your feet going into your boots that you just shrug off. You only take 4 points of cold damage in total.
All right, so I'm shooting ice. You're grabbing things with ice. This ain't a bad idea.
And I swear on my life, if you don't stop doing this in my house, I will put you both on ice.
Yeah, we really gotta have like some ground rules about doing this to each other. It's super not good.
Well, the fucking, the room in the Scrungle's place ain't done yet. Gotta do it somewhere.
Perhaps we need a dojo at Scrungle's, yeah.
I mean, we can't do it outside, and,
Yes, you bloody well can.
Oh, in the middle of the street,
Not
you
in
guys
my
shoot each
library.
other.
Mac, in the middle of the conversation, you get a message.
Oh, shit.
See, you found your gift.
We would like to let you inform you that your car insurance your car warranty has needed to be renewed.
Smacking that's sending me. Just, ugh.
That's it.
We really cannot have y'all just like
You're one of
hashing it
two
out.
people with a vehicle, and I rolled for it.
Wow.
We can't have you guys hash it out like this. Y'all, you gotta like put whatever this is behind you. You can't be shooting each other. Can't be casting dangerous spells on each other.
I haven't had a warranty on the truck for like 20 fucking years. What the hell?
Fuck you talking about?
No, sorry, I just got a phone call during all this shit. Well, we need somewhere to do it. The fucking the thing. We can't just go shooting each other outside. We'll be arrested, and then we'll have to show our badges.
Shouldn't be shooting each other. Period.
Look, I knew he could do that fucking fire thing. It wasn't no big deal. Seen him do it before.
No, you haven't.
Huh. All right. Yeah, you've done shield. You've done shield before.
When? I was a cleric.
He had the shield that
he had a
made.
shield before.
Oh yeah. I thought during one of the fights you said you pulled shield.
He's never cast.
Oh, just Harold.
Oh, okay.
It's been me many times.
Right.
Anyway,
squishy wizard boy casting shield all the time.
All the time. Mage armor shield. Oh, then, with you and me up front.
That is my plan. That is kind of what Harold and I discussed.
Yeah.
I think if I am able to keep focus on me with this creature, I will do my best to keep it in place while the rest of you.
Yeah, kind of like the troll down the sewer. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hey.
that worked out really well.
Hey, Pip, that weapon that Vapor gave to you, does that do anything icy?
It's basically entirely iced out.
All right. And Harold, can you do icy stuff too?
I can do whatever I bloody well want, but I'm not going to do it in my goddamn bookstore.
I'm thinking more like in the back room of a casino, or maybe like a cavern, or out in the middle of the fucking mountain. I don't know. But, with Copper being quick and being able to find stuff, Veda doing her creepy crawling up the wall thing and like beating people and fucking catching bullets. I tell you, that was fucking great. And then between the four of us,
That 17 was for you, Veda.
17 for what?
It's an insight.
What are you trying to incite on?
I don't know. I think mentioning the fact that I was going to tank the dragon, I think you started to.
Oh yeah, no, she less that concerned about Wilhelm and more kind of like offended that the party thinks that she can't frontline. She's a melee class.
Nobody bloody said that.
Oh yeah,
I was in the middle of explaining you could do the spider thing shit and crack skulls. Problem is, how do we get the fucking Ember guy, lizard thing, out or away from all this shit? I say
the casino under the guise of we've got a business arrangement with Harold's family, especially since they're in with him.
They're what?
Oh.
Apparently, Father Dearest, or someone in my family, is highly connected to our devilish acquaintance.
Anyway, if we can convince them that we've got something that only the dragon can see, it might be.
Well,
I
think that maybe
just go and beat him at cards.
Harold, can other dragons sense this thing that I got from other dragons? Like if I walk in the casino, can some flamey bastard go, "Hey, he's covered in nice shit"?
I don't believe so, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's while magic in general is my forte, I'm not quite sure what their capabilities would be interspecies and such.
All right.
It is my understanding that dragons are typically they have very good vision.
Yeah,
they're not easily fooled by magical tricks and things like that. So my assumption would be an entity like this. I guess let me put it this way. Do you think the Vapor would not be aware of who walked into her casino?
Oh no, she'd be aware immediately.
Right.
Max, stop me if I'm wrong, but I think what you're asking is if it would be an automatic red flag that you have some sort of attachment to the Vapor, and I personally believe the answer to be no, but I couldn't be sure.
Well, Vapor did say that he ain't much of a magic guy. He's more of a brute force, grab people, bite them, cut them in half, burn them alive kind of guy. So
right, lovely.
Yeah. So that's good. If he's not very magic-y, then maybe he won't sense it or something like that. So I say we do some recon in the casino. We find out where some of them red kobolds are. We grab some of them, interrogate them, or put them up on sticks as warnings or something like that. And figure out if we can get in through them. Or maybe where they live. Maybe
again,
somehow.
I think the best way to go in is we take all this money that we've gotten from ill-gotten gains and put it to something venerable, such as investigating this. Right? We take our earnings. We go in. We've got 2 big names. We play the high rollers, and we get his attention. I think, if anything, Mac, between your connection to the Vapor, Pip, myself, I'm certain we can get this dragon's attention, this Keylong. So that is what we want. We don't want to not have his focus. We want him to be focused on him.
Yeah, we want to drag him away and focus on us. But I'm just worried. Remember when we walked into the Vapor's casino and we started looking around and every single fucking kobold and people that worked there, everybody had a weapon and everybody was all mentally connected? What if it's like that in that casino? What if they're reading our minds? We walk in, we're going to take all the fucking Ember's money and we're going to do. And then all of a sudden people draw a bunch of shit on us.
Right? With the kobolds reading our minds?
No, the other fucking people. Oh no, that was a different bar. Right.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about our minds getting read.
That was my favorite place in the world.
Yeah, that place was creepy as fuck.
We should go again.
No.
Yes, Veda, we must return. Yes.
Yeah, no, you can go on date there, not me. No.
I don't believe that's the term, but yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
but
actually,
we need to watch out for security there. That's the whole thing.
Mac, let me ask you a question. Have you ever played cards with Harold?
No, I didn't even know he knew how to play cards.
I mean, it's simple mathematics, really.
Why don't you ever come down to card night at Larry's?
Well,
it'd be a lot easier than throw the ring on the hook thing.
Well, that's actually book club night for us.
You guys say the book club?
Yes.
Apparently.
You sit around and read a book? All right. I mean,
No. You read it beforehand, and then you come together and you have like snacks and wine and things, and then talk about the book.
What are you reading right now with your book club?
Infinite Chess.
Infinite
Chess? Yes. It's very
that game with the pieces?
No.
All right.
Is that like a drama? Like
it's one young lady's journey of self-discovery and but also with this. Anyways, I didn't know you were in a book club. This is.
I didn't know you read that fucking book.
I didn't know I was in a book club either.
I don't know. I just came up with it. I don't know. Called improv, okay?
Anyways.
Acting.
Not even remotely hurt. Yeah, so again, we go in, we flash some coin.
Why don't we go in with the instead of the train?
Watch this, and I do we have cards anywhere? Are there playing cards anywhere?
I'm sure that
we must. We simply must.
Or I'll say, Mac. Do me a favor.
I actually have some on me.
Or do? How about we just do this? Mac,
I must have them in the parlor.
Think of any card. Think of a card. You don't even need to just imagine it in your mind.
Listen, we only play backgammon here.
I got one.
It's only dragons.
You got the card picked out in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, you can visualize it and see it?
Yeah.
Harold.
Detect thoughts.
You gonna make me burn to detect thoughts right now? Fuck it up.
Three of clubs.
Thoughts.
3 of clubs. Looks like puppy's feet.
All right, pen teller.
Best card ever. All right. No, that's all right.
Yeah,
That's
and like you'll
good.
keep switching it as Harold says them out loud, and he'll be like, 3 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, ace of spades, king of hearts.
What are the odds of some kind of non-brain thing, thought reading thing happening?
Incredibly high.
Okay, but you got at least all right. Well, that ain't good. That's pretty.
But
good.
it's also just simple mathematics.
I'm pretty good with my hands too. So.
Again, I don't know that the point is. I think the point is to go in and
play for real.
I think we get his attention. Yeah,
play straight
up.
If
he is an honor-bound hothead, as he's been explained, I don't think he'll be able to resist the chance to take on a Johnson.
Yes, he'll be taking the Johnson all evening long.
Especially if spraying money everywhere.
It's a cursed game.
Among other things.
Well then, why don't we?
It's hard to ignore such a large account.
Why don't we get some fancy dress? And then take that new airship in instead of slumming it up the mountain on the train.
Well, I do still have that dress that your sister and I got together.
Right. And I mean, this is all. Harold opens his closet and it's like Dexter's lab where he's got 90 of the same coat
Black
all
suit,
in a
black
row.
suit, black suit. It's James Bond's wardrobe.
Very much
Follow
Adrian
that.
Monk.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I think Mac,
It
we
is
go
absolutely not Adrian Monk. It is much more, much more. The quality of the clothing, at least, is much more James Bond.
So like you and I go in, play the bodyguard type.
I was thinking the help,
Security.
and Pip and Kappa would be the body securities.
Be comfortable with that, Copper?
Does this mean I get
guess
to wear a nice suit?
We could do it either way. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
But yeah, like I'm trying to think, how would I get, like, if I'm being security, I can get my guns passed.
I don't
That's
think you
what
will.
I'm talking about. Well, you never know.
I think we're better off as a help to get your guns inside. They'll be expecting weapons on security.
No, that's a good point.
I mean, Mac, if you really want to be the muscle, you could just like give me your gun.
Well, I mean, I can give you a gun.
Like, Copper, do you want to shoot me next?
Kind of.
Not in the house.
We'll do that later.
I did, picked up a couple pistols from the goblins when we went into that place. Should have kept that machine gun, though. Huh.
I mean, I've never shot one, so it's probably a good idea to not.
Oh, it's super easy. It's point and click.
Absolutely disgusting inventions. What?
Yeah, we could do that. You think Scrungle's got something we can, like, shove a bunch of things into? That we can, like, sneak in, something like that? One of them magic pouches?
You think Veda might have a bag of holding?
I do have a bag of holding. I do. Yes. I do. As it turns out, I have a bag of holding.
Veda has something you can shove something into.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight. And forever.
That's it. And forever. As Wilhelm explodes the entire world.
Negative 2 charisma has just been served by Adelaide's attorneys.
Jesus. I do have them.
I know.
And that was before, I got to even say, is it big enough to hold my rifle?
Oh lord.
God. Fucking it's fucking big long rifle.
Well, actually I'm not quite sure. And she'll pull out a little, it's very small. It's like a little clutch purse. And
Clutch of holding.
I've never used it before. But I can, and she'll stick her arm down and it's just a little clutch. Take a look.
I'll just
fuck it.
I was like nudge Harold. She's not that big.
I will take Sarah Jane off my back and gingerly try and put it into the clutch.
It goes in. I don't know what you tell. It works. It's gone. It goes into the clutch. It fits in the clutch.
Have you ever seen my spiritual weapon?
So that would be perfect. If you're going in, kind of like on Harold's arm, you've got the clutch. They ain't gonna take that from you. We can put all that stuff in there. Fucking Pip's ice knife, fucking blowgun, stuff like that. They carry weapons that, if they're security, they wouldn't mind having them checked if they need to. And then we go in as the help. That ain't a bad idea.
Charles.
Justin.
Do you think
maybe
that Harold might have, say, a very fine, expensive 5,000 gold piece chest somewhere?
No.
Okay.
That's a very specific number, and most chests that you would have that would be like, I don't think chests in particular are regularly available in Kasmar. Now, trunks, however, are much more reasonable.
It's the same bloody thing.
It is. Which is why I'm saying you might be able to go find a higher quality one than the ones that you've got laying around from like
I'm looking for something that I can cast with which to cast the spell Liamon's secret chest.
I'm aware. Mm-hmm.
Because wizards can't learn wrist pocket, and wrist pocket would be so fucking perfect.
Trevor, roll a history check for me, please.
Oh crap! I suck at history. That would be a 2.
Cool. Continue.
Yeah, this ain't a bad idea. So yeah, I changed my glamour armor into just a nice simple suit, and yeah, we could do this.
Shockingly like Wilhelm's already.
Yeah, actually. It's like,
Hey,
if
Charles.
we're gonna look simple like this, it's super easy.
Hey, Justin.
There's not, that we know of, any kind of like extraplanar pocket dimension-y nature to any of the casino spaces, is there?
Roll a history check.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
This is what I'm afraid of, that we don't understand the security and we're trying to sneak guns in.
That's only a 7 on the dice, but that's a dirty 20.
Is that including your D4?
Yes.
Okay. Dirty 20? There's always rumors of stuff like that, though it's never been proven.
Like, but having been there, did I feel like going into a pocket dimension or anything like that when we went in?
Into the vapors? No.
Okay.
You did whenever you went down into her lair. But other than that, no.
There is a very real chance, though, that any...
Now then, there is one bit of security that you're aware of, and it's very simple. And you know it, and I know it, and I love it.
I forgot it.
Private sanctum.
Shit.
On nearly every casino. Specifically on the game floor more than anywhere else.
Yep.
But like the actual hotel portion of the casinos, those are fine.
Well, private sanctum doesn't specifically stop a bag of holding from working.
No, but it stops detect thoughts.
I had assumed that. Harold's just gonna count cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the good thing is taking bags of holding into extraplanar spaces is usually fine. It's putting a bag into a hole that's the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's you can't bring it into an extra dimensional space.
Sure, you can. You can take it into Mordenkainen's. You can take
a bag of holding.
It's more specifically. It states
in
it in
another. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it states it.
It's because the bags and the holes and all that are static pocket dimensions. The other ones are shifting and can shift.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
this actually is try to follow my logic here, right? Regardless of whether you actually are able to beat him or not, Harold, what would piss Keelong off more than anything else, right? What if there was a private game for high rollers that he was unaware of?
That'd be great.
Oh.
And you, to your surprise, were shocked that you've never seen him there.
Right.
So that way, win or lose, we still get him. We can ensnare him. But we have to figure out where to bring him.
She did say that he is a cocky bastard.
We could even get, James involved.
Oh, bloody hell. I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
You're gonna make me play 2 evil characters in the same fucking room, and I'm here for it. Let's fucking party.
Yep, let's go.
We are the PP squad.
What's up, party people? Harold is hosting this card game. What's up, party people? Good day to you, PP squad.
So,
whoa. That's even better.
The PP squad?
Yeah. Harold invites James, and a couple others, and like, Veda and all that, to a private game at that casino, specifically
No,
does not.
We have to get them out to the casino.
We have to get
That's
them
the
out.
point. We have to get them out.
Mm.
So we have to figure out where this private game will be. Perhaps the Vapor can set something up, Mac. Perhaps you can have her set something up off-site, away from
What
the
if
rest of
The problem with that is that there's treaties and turfs and everything like that. He
Just
catches
something-
wind.
something under the books that a small
Yeah.
place we can use.
What if we rent out the skyship exclusively for a game?
Oh, that's
That
a brilliant
sounds
fucking
so-
idea.
That's smart.
We already
Right
know
up
he
until
can't
the
fly.
creature. Well,
that
that's
is not true.
It's not.
He did not say he
He
cannot
doesn't
fly.
fly.
He doesn't fly.
We just don't want to be in something that can be entirely immobilized with a dragon on board.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, Charles, these
What?
dirigibles, these new flying contraptions.
They're not filled with hydrogen.
What is the chemical nature of
You guys don't know.
Hydrogen.
You guys never went and found out. You could have.
God damn it.
It's definitely hydrogen, JD. Don't worry about it. It's hydrogen.
Ah, shit.
If you'd like to go look
Hindenburg.
into it.
Yes, brilliant, Pip. Let's do it. I can't
No,
wait.
this
to,
is no.
I
this
can't
is
wait to make a
actually-
no-ticket reference somewhere.
This is actually a really good idea. We go in, Harold's family, knowing James and all that. Of course, the fucking dragon's gonna know about the comings and goings of a major account like that. We go in, make a big stink right there, and then even if he's playing or not, we say something like, we got to get out of this public thing. Let's go set up that private game we were talking about on the dirigible.
We couldn't
And
do
then-
one. We couldn't do one like on a boat.
I would much prefer, perhaps. Well, it could be hosted on whatever we like. Perhaps just
On
at
Madoff
shore.
Bolt. It's gonna be on Madoff Bolt. That's all. It just is riverboat. Just Madoff's riverboat. There you go.
Madoff has a riverboat.
He does.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
where
know
his
a guy.
office
I know a
is.
guy that owns a yacht.
So we could
That's where we met him.
That's where all your gold's at right now.
Yeah.
we could like rent a yacht out in the ocean.
I
Exclusive
know.
use.
I know a guy down by the dock
You're really looking to drown, are you not?
who deals.
I'd rather
I already-
drown than fall.
I
already
think
deals
it's
in
harder
feet.
to drown, actually.
He
I
It's
already
also
did
harder for
once.
them to run away if we're on a boat.
What is he dealing, Trevor?
Oil. I'm sure he has access to ships. Really nice ones, even.
That would be your Noah guy. Some fucking oil baron.
No,
No.
that's not as I know a guy.
It's not my I know a guy. It's I literally know a guy. I have
That's
his
a good-
fucking business card.
That's a
And
good pill. Uh-huh.
and he was also a Minotaur. He
Uh-huh.
was the guy at the
Oh.
party
Yep.
60 episodes ago, it feels like.
It's only like 20, I think.
I know,
It can
but-
only be 20.
Yeah, we could totally wrap him up in the game just unbeknownst to him.
Exactly.
Like, hey, we got some high roller games. It'll lend credibility.
Exactly. That's the thing. We bring him in too, just as, another fucking money. Use one of his boats. Say we're going to give him a cut, something like that. We've got people around that we can cover a lot of these different angles really, really well.
And if he's wealthy, then it makes sense. So I think,
Yeah.
Harold, let's put together this high roller game. That is aside,
And then go talk about it at the casino.
and then go. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And go, oh, sorry, you weren't invented? We don't know who you are.
You weren't invented. I know
Invented,
you meant, but that was really
invited,
funny.
You weren't
haven't been
invented.
yet.
You don't have stats. You don't belong as an NPC. You statless bastard.
So, yeah, I mean, Harold would definitely probably know how to at least begin reaching out to put something like that together.
Sure.
Like basically, oh man, I almost want some of my family members on board.
Yeah, do it. Lend some credibility.
Do it. Let's
Trevor,
fucking go.
Yeah.
Your list.
I need another
Just-
history check, please.
Okay. Oh, that's way better. That's a
Much
17.
better.
With the 17,
Mm-hmm.
his name was Scott, and he was on the list in the ledger.
Oh, I knew that.
He wasn't just some oil. He wasn't just some quick
I think I
smuggler.
had-
And I knew that. I didn't.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't
cool.
even need. I didn't
Great.
need the 19 plus
Scotty
13
Hale.
that I just got.
Scotty
Yep, Scotty
Hale
Hale.
and G.
Yeah.
And G.
Yeah.
Pearson. Yeah.
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 I have
Yeah,
that
I
in my
didn't.
notes.
I didn't need the 32 that I just rolled on that chuck.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Trevor.
Oh no, I remember he was connected to the gun thing.
Whew. This is gonna be a fun fucking card game.
God,
The
I
first
almost want
one
my
or the
brother
second
involved
one?
so he can die in
Both.
the crossfire.
All right. I'm gonna call Scotty and McCandless. Get McCandless working on some see if he can do some kind of, I don't know, anti-dragon ammunition. Something that really goes boom. Maybe
I have a recipe that can affect them.
right on. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, small
So-
benefit from our friend James.
I look over at
Use
Veda.
that term, so
Friend.
Hey,
so
man.
yeah, so he can start working on. So we set up the game for, I don't know, 2 weeks from now. Gives enough time for people to start spreading it word of mouth, make it like a +1 kind of thing. Then I get my guy working on some maybe some better weapons and ammunition. Maybe even he was talking about this big kind of gun that can like shoot through walls and stuff. Got to talk to him about that. And then
It might be really tough with McCandless because the Keylong was already working with him for the anti-vampire bullets. So we don't know how deep into the payroll it goes, or maybe he could be flipped on us too.
wait, what?
Oh yeah, so McCandless got the recipe from James on how to make that, and then Keylong was commissioning the bullets from McCandless, so that way he could put the vampy boys to sleep in the hospital.
My McCandless out by the dump McCandless, the guy I've been going to for like 30 years McCandless.
Oh, but the dump.
So-
The dump where? Exactly? You have an
I think-
address?
Yeah, near Gith and Take. I know exactly where he lives.
Oh, it's not,
Like, yeah, and
not
where
far
his
from
shop
Merc.
is.
Great.
Honestly, I don't know how common a name McCandless is, but I think they're the same.
Well, if it's
Because
I don't know, gun manufacturer, ammo manufacturer makes things go boom.
sounds like a match.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else named McCandless like
The
that.
temperature in the room goes up a full 2 degrees.
God.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Yes.
Kelvin.
Kelvin. Yeah.
Yeah, he like lives on the other side of Gith and Take from I do. I mean, it's I've known him for fucking ever.
Yeah, he manufactured the bullets.
He manufactures my bullets.
Okay, yeah. I just,
3
we might not have him.
degrees.
We might not have him go, do the anti-dragon bullets. We could get some like materials from him, but we might keep that in-house just in case maybe someone's got leverage on them. Or
He might be doing it for money. He is kind of a shifty guy sometimes, but he can be trusted for projects. I don't know about trusted for info.
Yeah, maybe we just get materials from him, and then I can try and make the bullets.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Could you ask him anything about the vampire bullets? If he makes them, maybe he knows how to make them.
I've known him for a long time, and I may be able to just go straight up and ask him what the fuck's going on.
Worth a shot.
Like, if you let me kind of do my thing, then might get some more answers from him.
I don't have any issues with that.
Sure.
Right. Right.
Maybe don't tell him the whole plan. But while you do that, I'll go call the Crystal Vapor
Which version of your
James.
thing?
What was that?
Which version of your thing?
I tend to be nice and like, come on, honest, you could tell me we've known each other for years, and then he doesn't, and then I start, kind of doing that foot stompy, snorty thing.
I'm very familiar, yeah. So you want to switch the roles. Okay, so you go, we'll go have a conversation. You can be it's a good one.
No, we'll just switch back and forth. I mean, if you want to come too, we'll just switch back and forth like we always do.
Yeah, okay.
I feel we all go so I can get some materials too.
Yeah. Good cop, bad cop, worse cop, really bad cop, even worse cop. We just kind of do that.
Sounds great.
Now, he does have a lot of guns, so if you push him too much, I don't know. But he's never shot me before, and we've gotten into a little tiff here and there.
Sadly, that's more than y'all can say about each other.
Yeah. So, let's set up the game, go check with McCandless, then go by the casino, talk up the game, and then we bunch of, ballerina buddies on a boat, I guess.
Sounds great. I'll let the Crystal Vapor and James know what the plan is.
Okay.
Maybe we wait on telling your grandmother anything until we're more
Yeah,
our plans.
let me tell her. I'll tell her that.
Okay.
And why does James have to know exactly?
Well, James is gonna help us take out the dragon, and in return, he gets the casino.
Yeah. That's
not an option, Mac, because Pip signed a contract.
A devilish contract.
Well, yeah, we
Hopper
needed
starts
it.
pacing and kind of walks away from everybody because this is gonna be bad.
No, see, Pip.
Harold walks upstairs to his library and says, "No gunfire in the house," and walks upstairs and starts learning enhanceability.
I mean, he might get like the building and maybe the gaming in there, but
Pip, do you have a copy?
Anything that the Ember has in, say, his lair, hoard, bank, that's
it is specifically anything that the like Keelong owns that is not stolen.
It's all your fault, Trevor.
It's all your fault, Trevor. Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, you're fucked. You're fucked, Trevor.
I thought they were gonna go talk to McCandless last week, man.
He's like the Terminator. He'll be chasing you forever.
I don't see why that's a problem. We save the kids. All the kids and all these stolen kobolds are set free.
Which is my goal, which I'm happy with.
Yeah, I
think
thought it was
like
a win.
Willem probably has like the biggest
a win.
shit-eating grin on his face watching Max squirm in this moment.
It's a win-win. We freed the kids, so all of our consciences is clear. Wilhelm's happy.
Yeah.
Saving the kids and getting the other kobolds back from the red ones to the vapor.
Plus,
and then establishing a devil into a powerful.
Keelong is taken care of so that you don't die from the crystal vapor.
Yeah,
turning
a win-win.
Turning our pit fiend friend into Zerial. Yes.
But so like the devil running the casino. I mean, yeah, sure. If there's a power vacuum, someone will naturally take its place.
Right. So we might as well get someone that's relatively loyal.
Everything in the the whole dragon hoard, like your grandma's gold throne, all her belongings.
Wait, were we taking out the dragon for his stuff, or was it to save the kids?
Yes.
No one mentioned his stuff before. We were just concerned about the kids and the other people being stolen because that's trafficking and bad.
It is, Pip. Yes.
I'm sorry. Are we
upstairs. I'm not there.
Are we taking out a dragon to steal his stuff, or are we saving people?
We are taking out a dragon to to save the kids.
Save the kids. Great, excellent. We have now accomplished that.
No. There's a couple things. 2, in retaliation for a turf war between the two of them, and 3, dragons like collecting shit, so naturally the Vapor is going to want the shit that's in the Ember's hoard, not the casino.
Remember we had a conversation, Pip, about being hitmen, right? Are we hitmen or are we?
We're both.
No, we're my contract only says he has to be dealt with. He doesn't say he has to be killed. He has to be removed from power. So we can either take him away from the casino, which now I have a pretty amulet that is supposed to help with that, or we can kill him if he doesn't give us the choice.
Now we're saying your grandmother is going to be very unhappy.
I cannot control what the Crystal Vapor does if she wants to lay claim to the stuff as part of like her hoard. That's
actually
not a
laid
my
claim
contract.
to Vader's mother's soul. Yeah.
She gave it back?
Now, remember,
Give it back.
4 degrees.
But also, my
I am
contract...
the one. I'm the one contracted by the Vapor to do this.
And the Vapor said that you just had to deal with Keelong. The Vapor didn't tell you that she needed all of his stuff. So my contract is we remove the dragon, and I don't take anything of his. So as long as
that's fine, because your grandmother's going to take the rest of it. So
I say, hey, as far as I'm concerned, all of this is yours. I don't speak solely for the Crystal Vapor. If she wants to lay claim or work that out with him, guys, they can make a deal.
Hey, Pip, remember that time all of us said you shouldn't sign that contract?
He had things we needed.
Not really.
I will take any advantage I can get.
So, let me ask you a question. So, in the inevitable blood war that breaks out between James and the Crystal Vapor...
James will lose.
Whose end do you think we will be contracted to kill?
James. Course.
Why would we be contracted to kill anybody?
No, it'll be James. No,
why? The Crystal Vapor sent us to James. They know how James operates. I'm sure the Crystal Vapor had some idea of what was going to happen when she said, "Go see James." I don't think any of this is going to be like a surprise to her.
That's fair, but I don't think she was expecting you to actually sign a contract with him.
Maybe.
That's the thing.
She might have expected someone to sign the contract with him.
Yes, but not you.
Not you.
Not you.
That's the.
I don't speak for the Crystal Vapor.
Especially when you kind of bargained your soul, which she.
Oh, no, just my body.
Oh,
yes,
God.
but she owns that too.
As an aside. Funny coincidence, as you may have it. I've been doing a bit of research, and Harold and I came to some interesting conclusions earlier. That the level of power that a devil of James's caliber would need to have to break through the walls of Kasmar 100 years ago, or maybe more, and get here, is probably puts him on the infernal. Somewhere on the infernal scale of wherever, I don't know, maybe Regani is on the celestial one.
Great. Good thing he's on our side.
You just hear from upstairs. Something like an infernal pantheon is not far out of his reach.
Awesome. I'm glad we could use him to our benefit. If that changes in the future, awesome. Like, we will deal with that when it comes. But right now, we have a red dragon to kill. I have to keep my...
I don't have a red dragon to kill. I have children to save. Again, I cannot be...
You're right. You're right. I'm just, I'm assuming the dragon's going to put up enough of a fight. We might not got the opportunity, but you're right. We have a red dragon to deal with in some regard in order to save these children. So,
Mac, you're going to have a real hard time, though, when it comes down to... Yeah.
I'm just going to, I will get every advantage I can get. I have important things to safeguard, and I am very small. And honestly, as the world grows, I am only getting smaller. So, I will use every single tool at my disposal to accomplish that.
What I'm worried about, Pip, is that other people use you as a tool.
That's fine.
Pip, what I'm worried about
That's not fine.
is that you
No,
start
do you know
suddenly...
why? Is because as soon as that becomes a problem, they get the next one to deal with. And we are getting more and more resources to deal with more and more problems.
Yes, but you start making concessions. This is what I was talking about. You start making more concessions. Already now you're talking about getting dragon-slaying bullets. Vader's standing right here.
No, they're dragon sleeping bullets.
They
put the vampires to sleep.
You know what? I don't think we're doing anything today. I'll take out the bullet again and microdose again in front of them.
That is literally what you guys said bullets do, is go to sleep. The bullets knock the vampires unconscious. That's what y'all said when you were first describing them.
Oh, actually, that's a good save. Whoops, 18.
Right? Am I misremembering that? I thought the bullets.
You're a little woozy, but you succeed.
Yeah. It's not. Should just have a faint. Yeah, sit down on the couch, and it's not just that. It makes me less weak. It makes me more easy to kill.
Okay.
I don't know what actually getting shot with one of these would do. This is just me drinking it.
I'm not shooting you.
I know, all we're saying, all I'm trying to get you to understand is that these moral concessions we start to make, one after another, all in pursuit of this greater enemy. You have to have a line. We have to decide where it is. And I can't make that decision for you.
It's saving kids.
Today.
Right?
But what if someday you have to take kids to deal with a greater evil? Would you do it?
No. If kids are involved, then I'm small enough, I could probably replace them. And I'll figure out that problem in that time.
The Pip now can make that decision. The Pip, concession after concession after concession later, may not make the same decision. Is all I'm trying to say. So just be very careful.
I'm not making any concessions.
Because already now...
This is what I've done my entire life.
I understand.
That's not the best thing.
It's not about the best thing. It's about protecting the things you have and surviving until tomorrow.
Pip, it's always about the best thing.
Yeah, and the best thing is protecting what you have and keeping it safe from others and surviving until tomorrow.
No, the best thing.
And if I can save some kids while doing that, aces.
Pip, if it were Harold or Copper or one of the children on the line, would you save yourself or one of them?
One of them.
I've seen you do it 100 times.
What? When I say I have things to safeguard, what do you think I'm talking about?
Well, I'm just trying to be certain, because that's what I mean. It's not about self-preservation.
It is entirely about self-preservation. But it is the preservation of you all that I care about.
You of all people should know that this is just a momentary stepping stone.
Harold, do you got a rune pad around here? I gotta make a couple calls.
Speaking of concessions, I love
It's
this
by the
place.
counter.
Okay. I'll go over and I'll dial McCandless.
Okay.
Please use star 67.
What do you say?
Hey, buddy. Got some things to talk about. Guns, ammo, contracts, information. You know the drill. Same thing in, same thing out. You busy later today?
Sure thing. Be sure to stop by with a usual helping of burgers, please.
Right. Okay.
This is colonialist.
Is that just like a power move to make the Minotaur bring him beef?
No, he knows I like burgers. All right, well.
You missed out the other night, didn't you?
Yes, you did. God, those were. Anyway, shrimp burgers. That's all I'll say. Continue.
All right.
Another Pip concession.
So, yeah. Hey, Wilhelm, we gotta stop by the Burger Shack, pick up some stuff, but we're on to go talk to McCandless later today. So that's good.
I can't wait.
And then I dial Spats.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
From my bloody... Oh, God. I don't know. I'm not there.
I can't stop him from using a runestone. It's not like he dials anything.
Right. Hey, tell the boss, met James. Small complication there. Setting up a distraction for you know who. Gotta talk about your jewel, though. More actually the boss's jewel, if you get my drift.
Miss Bennett, would you like to come with us to meet this McCandless individual?
Do I feel up to it?
Yeah, you're fine. You're just a little woozy for
Just
like
a
the
little woozy.
wooziness goes away after like
Okay.
a solid minute.
Okay.
The reply is
Yeah, great. Glad you could meet up with him. I hope you had some good information. If you need anything, let me know. I'll tell the lady you need to talk to. You could just call her. You know that, right?
I just kind of look at the stone. I'm just like, yeah, I know, but I don't necessarily want to get yelled at. Right, call her later. Okay, I guess that's the plan then. Wilhelm, you and I head to McCandless.
I'll go too. I would like to see what he's working on.
Okay. That'll
Veda burns the place down.
Burn the place down. No, it's fine.
That'd be a very large explosion.
I'm so sorry. I'm just sitting here thinking like Mac and Pip get in a fight at some point, and Mac's like, "Tell your mom to put some minutes on the phone she gave me so I can FaceTime her late night."
Oh, I wasn't ready.
So, yeah, we need to set Harold start doing your magic to set up the game.
Is Eli even old enough to understand that joke? Do you even know what that means?
Who? Yes.
No, Eli.
Oh.
I don't know.
About minutes on a phone? How old do you think I am?
I just realized I don't know.
I don't think Eli and I are that far apart in age, which means I don't think
like a
Chuck,
week ago.
Eli, and I are that far apart.
Yeah.
Burner phones are still a thing.
He's got like a little baby face, so I don't know.
Apparently, me and Chuck and Justin were not here.
You forget about Dylan. Dylan's the same age as us, guys.
I've never asked Dylan. I've never asked Dylan how old he is.
Wait, are you over 30?
No.
Not you. I know, not you.
Are you guys talking about these mobile telephones?
JD still has a car phone plugged into his Tesla.
It has a big bag.
He's sold for Verizon for an entire career, but he still has a car phone instead.
100%.
It's 70. It's literally 70 cents a minute.
Anyway.
I worked for Verizon when they were nationwide cellular. Anyway.
Someone had a question. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say no. I would just Veda, you sure you're feeling up to it? And
yes.
Regardless,
it wears off. If you would know, I would be asleep by now.
I would. I will just kind of like gently tap her on the shoulder, maybe, and cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh, that. What? That's fine. I'm fine though.
It's all right. Just eat those fireball slots, because
yeah, it's fine.
You don't want them in my hands.
Yeah, all right. Jesus Christ.
Not in a place full of gunpowder. Right.
Exactly where
it's okay, Veda. Both of us are resistant to fire.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
I'm only resistant to necrotic.
Who are you calling?
I'm not calling anyone. I was.
He said for you to set up meeting for the.
Oh. Okay.
Call Madoff. Call your family.
Yeah.
I'll call Scotty.
Are we actually doing it on Madoff's boat?
Oh my god! What does he have a little steamboat?
We gotta use like a good one, like
a fancy one, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a dingy, like it's nice on the inside, but it's like very dingy on the outside to be nondescript.
Yeah,
I want flash for this.
We need like a pedal, like a tiki bar, like a floating tiki bar. You know.
We were gonna see if the gun guy would let us use one of his, the oil baron.
Or I wouldn't even. Honestly, I would much prefer we grab above board something completely neutral. So if we just rent out one of these,
I would rather literally rent something.
Airship.
I don't want the airship. I don't want the airship.
Airship.
I don't want the fucking airship.
I want the airship. I would rather be on water.
Harold can cast fly. We're good.
Not if I've used all my goddamn spell slots. Meanwhile, I can't cast water breathing on all of us that last 24 hours.
I don't think Veda can feather fall.
Fuck.
She'll be okay.
I can also breathe water, so that's fine. Or not breathe water. I just don't have to breathe.
Breathe water. You just don't breathe. Yeah.
I just don't have to breathe. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
All right. I'll call Scotty. Ask him if he knows somebody like a boat rental
agency.
Don't tell
Scotty. Scotty doesn't know.
Hit me. Scotty doesn't know.
Don't tell Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
So don't tell Scotty.
Call him.
Yeah, no, I'm totally gonna call him. Absolutely, 100%.
Speaking of which, while I'm up here learning
Featherfall
enhanced ability, I will also learn water breathing.
Okay.
I already know Featherfall. Thank you.
Be sure to mark off the gold required, which is only half because you're a scribe's wizard.
Yeah, I'll take out the card and give him a call.
Okay.
Time. I'll be good player, Chuck. Time is halved. You gave me like 10%, 20% off the gold or something like that.
Sure. That's right. I did, didn't I?
Because it's not. Despite the fact that it's really dumb that that's not mechanically how it works. It is since I don't need ink.
No.
But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dial up and it's like, hey, boss, long time no talk. Last time I saw you was at the thing. Are you a betting man? Because I got word of something quite fun that may be happening in a couple weeks. Give me a ring back.
Couple days.
There's a couple moments that you don't really hear anything.
Yeah, probably busy.
And then you hear, well, if it isn't my favorite Minotaur that I haven't seen in forever. Sure, come on down to the house and we'll have a conversation about it whenever you get a second. kind of thing.
All right. Cool. Yeah, will do. And I'll just like pull up. Right. So got a meeting with Scotty. Can absolutely find a boat through something around there. Got to go to McCandless. We got Veda and Harold representing money. Harold, if you want to get any of your family in there representing money. Yeah, so we set up basically above table the entire storyline of the movie Maverick. Even on the fucking boat. And then we go to the casino, make a big scene, and go, oh, you weren't invited? Well, that's too bad. Do you want to be?
I will say that I, Harold, am not going to reach out to like my parents or anyone like that. I'm going to reach out specifically to Anita.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell her
I love Anita.
that I want her to just drop it in casual conversation that I'm going to be participating in on this date and where it's going to be. And I want to make it absolutely clear to her that she is not to be within sight of that area.
So she will be.
I want to make it like absolutely clear to her that she is not to show up at this at all.
So she'll be there drunk, you realize.
I'm gonna trust.
Okay.
Wow.
How much detail are you giving her?
I'm basically going to tell her that it's going to be potentially dangerous, but that, I kind of want to just tell her what I'm doing and then assume that she's going to drop it in front of the family at some point because she can't keep a secret.
Okay, cool. Yep, she's all about it. She's here for it. If you're giving her every detail that you can.
Yeah, without saying we're doing this to bait a dragon to kill him.
Okay. Great. Yeah. No. Wonderful. She finds it surprising that you're going to go play cards with a bunch of people. Let alone something so bougie.
It'd be something like, oh, mother and father would be almost impressed. I have an engagement to play some cards with some other high-rolling gentlemen in the near future.
Well, that turns into a 30-minute conversation of no way.
And it's just absolutely nuh-uh. Yes, I'm very serious.
I refuse to believe it.
Surely you can't be serious. Yes, I'm very serious, and my name is Harold.
Great. Anybody else you need to contact?
I think that would take care of presumably at least Richard. If not Father Dearest as well. Any of the other ones that want to show up, I don't care. I just want to make it as clear as I possibly can that she does not want to be there.
Okay.
Maybe I'll drop the name of some awful ex she had or some shit.
Great. What's Copper doing during all this? He walked off because he was sick to the stomach. So.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, this isn't good. I don't think he went far. I think he feels a little out of his depth. He doesn't really know how to contribute to what's happening. So he's just trying to stay out of the way and be ready to hop in whenever. He overheard.
How far away? Are you within earshot? Are you in eyesight?
I'm gonna say yes to both, at least up until the end of the conversation with Pip. Was
okay, and then
yeah, just waiting to be helpful. That's it.
Okay, great, wonderful. So, shall we go to McCandless?
Pip will reach out to James.
Okay.
What's up, boss?
Oh, do you want me to actually send that message?
Yes, please.
Hello, James. We have come up with a plan for our dear red friend. We're gonna draw him out with a card game. You're invited to come play cards, make some money. You of course don't have to stick around for if things go south, but you are welcome at the table. Give it some credit that maybe we do have a bunch of important high rollers here.
Well, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Sorry, I had to mute myself there.
Understandable.
Okay, thankfully for advantage, but I'm not good at this.
I am
A
shocked
mere
Mac isn't letting him out of
16.
his sight ever again.
I'm doing it on the rune, saving my minutes.
What is the total?
A 16.
16?
Not great.
I took care not to call the vapor directly from Harold's phone, and you're calling a fucking devil from it.
All it does is let us cast it. It doesn't mean that he can find out exactly where I am. Other than he can find out exactly where we are.
He can find out where he exactly
Harold's
where you are
had
at
the
any
chain
time
this
now.
whole time.
No, he hasn't. He dropped it in the fucking sewer.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Pip, the response is, now how could I say no to such a good time?
God damn it.
Excellent.
Tell me, where's this gonna be?
It's gonna be on a boat. We're gonna get a boat to entice him to your neutral ground and away from his lair. We're gonna stroke it. We're gonna basically tease this ego that maybe he wasn't important enough to be there, but you were, so that's great.
Well, I didn't think you all had this in you. Let me know the date and time. I'll be there.
Excellent.
And I, in my room, because I know a guy, get prestige worldwide on the phone.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Please tie that in. How does Wilhelm know prestige worldwide?
I'm having trouble suspending my disbelief.
What twisted series of events?
Wasn't the father a psychiatrist?
Maybe was prestige worldwide suffering from like liver disease, and Wilhelm found him, like killed him.
Do you actually want to use your I know
No,
guy?
no, I don't.
Okay, good. Good. I really didn't want to have to. Yeah. Brilliant. Great. So what's next? Anybody else?
Pip
got
will be
anything?
like, Pip will be able to Mac. Pip is like, standing tall for as far tall as you can at 3 feet. But you can tell he's still a little peeved. But he's like, Did you call the crystal vapor?
Not yet. I was gonna do that from the here just in case.
I mean, I think she knows exactly where both of us are pretty much whenever she wants.
I mean, that is true.
But we also have other important information. We found out that they have kobold spies in pretty much every clutch. And we found out that the reason that they're stealing children, kobolds, anything like that, is to make more red kobolds.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Yeah. So
okay, the red ones steal other kobolds and anyone that they can to turn them into more of them?
Yes.
Yeah, they got a whole spray paint racket going on.
I don't really know how it works
There,
yet.
yeah.
Yes,
The way that James described it.
That'll be our job once we get in there, is to figure out what is going on. Locate the children.
The way James described it was they take whoever they're converting, throw them in a machine, burn them to a crisp, and then inject them with some essence of the red dragon and create a kobold.
It's actually just Bill's teleporter from the Pokemon games where he accidentally turns himself into a Clefairy.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently, they also have a way to make them temporarily appear a different color, so they have infiltrated spies into every single dragon's clutch.
Chuck, is there a way for runes to be on speakerphone?
Yeah, but you gotta go get the special speakerphone, like room pad.
Attachment every time.
Yeah, how they do it.
It's an upsell
It's like a
product from
gramophone.
Horizon.
I can do wireless charging. Oh, I need a.
It's literally.
It's actually not speakerphone. It's just that old one that works like a walkie-talkie. You know.
Oh no, I was gonna do like the whole like gramophone attached to it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's not even. It's literally just a red. It's a red solo cup.
$3 gold a month. $3 gold a month, or else your subscription's
unfortunately, it's an upsell and it's not available on Horizon yet. You have to have Fey TNT.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those
All
are
right.
great, Yeah.
That's really important to know.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to give her a call, or are you
No,
still really insistent that you got to do it?
No. I should give her a call because I want to tell her about your new friend James.
You want to give her the seemingly bad news?
I'll give her the seemingly bad news. That way, if she needs to talk, say if she calls you to talk to you about James, I'm taking the brunt off the whole talk first. So
You're really going to
seems
put yourself
like
in
that
front
would.
of that.
Yeah.
Seems like she would just be
It
mad
seems
at
like the
you.
appropriate person to put in front of that would be Pip.
Yeah, it seems like she would be mad at you and me, rather than just me.
Better to be mad at me than both of us.
No. That's not what would happen.
No,
it'll be both. It's
she
both
won't,
or me.
She won't do anything to Pip. I can guarantee you that.
So just let him take all of it.
No.
I don't understand.
Let me deliver the bad news.
What I'm trying to say is, either way, I'm gonna get shit for it. So I might as well suck it up and tell her.
I can just tell her I locked
How are
you
you
out of
going
the
to get
room.
shit for it? You were doing her bidding when you weren't there with us.
Yeah, I'll just tell her I locked you out of the room.
You locked us all out of the room, actually.
Fair.
No, it's just the devil that locked us out.
True.
Yeah,
Very
Pip
true.
convinced the details.
Anyways, do you have your truck, Mac? How are we getting to McCandless's?
We're gonna have to take the train or a cab. My truck's still getting worked on at the fucking.
I have the bike, but I can only take one of you.
Well, why don't you take
Veda?
Veda and I'll meet you there. That thing's still working?
Yeah, actually, now that I got it to Harold's, I've had plenty of time to work on it. It's yeah.
Charles.
Justin.
I know that the always circles are teleportation circles.
Yes.
Would I know of other existing teleportation circles?
Would you have them? No. Do they?
But what I
exist?
know that they exist, like in general, that I could maybe find if not like a directory of some of them, then find out where they are and physically find them.
You're talking about like a underground Kasmar rapid transit?
Yeah.
Well, it would work for me. Well, I suppose the rest of you as well, but
the mages, the underground mage circles.
Yeah.
The
mage line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, potentially
the university's got to have something, right? Like,
yeah, like the major buildings, yes, but you'd have to go and get those. Those are usually pretty like safeguarded, put away. Like general government
figured out
buildings.
I know a guy.
Would probably have a handful of them, depending on where they would be located. A couple of them public, a couple of them not.
Please tell me the Transit Authority are all mind flayers as well.
They are now.
God damn it.
I happen to know
No,
a fantastic health inspector.
actually, no. The transit authority would all be considered dwarves and gnomes. Sorry, I did have that one in place.
It's the only way I'd get my vehicle registered.
I had that. Yeah. Anyway, they are not mind flayers. They are.
I'm
all
calling the vapor
dwarves for the most part. Okay.
On your own, or what are we doing?
As you're getting the bike ready for Veda, I'm making a quick call. Found out some really just.
I didn't. Veda did not agree to come with me on the bike, so
Well,
I don't.
I can do that. I've never ridden on a bike before.
So yeah, perfect.
it's
I'll be
fine.
right back. And I close and lock the fucking door where the pad is.
It's next to the counter in the middle of the fucking shop.
it's
What do you
literally
mean?
He's got the really long cord, and you take it all the way from the kitchen into the bathroom and turn around.
Brandel goes walking by.
My childhood.
All right. Well, if I suddenly turn into an ice cube, I'm sorry. And yeah,
The motorcycle helmet's just like this old school plate helm.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's
Nice.
so it's just,
And to be fair to your age comments earlier, the earliest phone I remember in my house was a home phone that had a wireless base to it.
somebody
So I
mentioned
was already
Nextel
in
in
there.
there.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
fancy.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Faulty mentioned Nextel in there, which that's a
Spoken
that's deep
spoken
cut
like
too.
a
Give
spoken like someone whose
your
mom never
message.
two-wayed them at the wrong time.
The real question is, do you remember the weather and time phone number?
853-1212.
Thank you for calling Movie Phone.
All right, message out.
So
Sweet juice.
found out the Ember is stealing other kobolds and children to turn into red kobolds, can change their color, so spies are everywhere. Working on a way to get him out of his lair. And I don't mention anything about Pip.
Well, then, sounds as though we have a lot of work to do, then, doesn't it?
Yeah, James was helpful-ish. But we'll see where that goes.
I had hoped so. He and I go way back.
Oh,
Grand
So-
spotted demon.
so he'd respect you. Excellent. That's a good thing to know.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. We just go way back.
Okay. Well, we're off to meet my gun guy, set things up, and you'll be hearing about a riverboat casino night. I think that'll draw him out.
What an interesting play. Good luck.
Thanks. Oh, your grandson was going to call you at some point, so yeah, say hi and stuff.
But he's supposed to be
kids can be freaking.
calling me on a regular basis, and he doesn't. But really,
Okay.
I shouldn't expect anything.
Yeah, I'll remind him of that. Hope everything is staying nice and cold, and I'll let you know the details.
Good luck.
Shit. Hang up. Pip, call your grandmother. You're supposed to call her all the time.
I am not going to feel bad for this woman.
Nope.
You're supposed to call your grandmother periodically. Tell her that you love her, and tell her about the James shit, including what you signed.
Pip was just like,
Use the base. So you can talk.
Who are you?
nope. Just ping.
Yeah.
James wasn't very helpful. Signed a deal. Very helpful after. Also, hello. Sorry I haven't been calling. That's it.
Oh, Pip, dear, it's so good to hear from you. I didn't expect to hear from you quite so soon. What do you mean signed a contract with him?
Now I go to the base.
It's like you sent grandma an email, you got it back. Fuck no, I need to call her.
No, this is a phone call conversation. God damn it.
Yeah, and so I essentially, without hashing all out with you a second time, I explained that James was not very useful in giving us information, even after hearing that we were helping her. We signed a contract, and I give her the details.
No, we.
Yeah, me and James. Me and James. James is part
Pip,
of that contract.
Pip, it's James and I.
Okay. Make an insight check for me, please.
Oh my God.
Cool. And I will leave it at, like, James didn't give us too much of a choice. You know, was either going to withhold or we signed the deal. You said insight?
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
Oh my god, I fucking called it!
There is a
Great.
very long pause.
Well, isn't that just great? I'm so glad he was finally able to be useful for once. Perhaps he and I should have another meeting.
I will,
Interesting.
Does she speak German? Willem's probably just swearing in the background.
Yeah, the stone is on the base, so she's picking it up. Like,
I'm just kidding. He's riding off into the sunset.
We're going. We're leaving.
Yeah, I yelled at Pip, call your grandmother, out the fucking door, hailing a cab.
Just going. Just bye.
Yeah, anyways,
I thought I was supposed to go.
Yeah, anyways, Veda, just hold on.
She cuts the message off about halfway through her sentence. Just leaves it there.
Gotcha. I'll
She's
send a
probably
follow-
angry, but at the same time, she was huffing a bit, so she might. I don't know.
She could be busy.
Yeah.
I will let her know. To be fair, contract only concerned me, so I can't take anything from the casino.
Aren't you? My prized gem. So smart. Good luck, son.
She's so
I
mad.
love you.
Oh my god.
cut to Mac. Getting a ping on his.
Getting into a cab.
What do you think you are doing getting in there?
This
A Harry Potter howler to his front door.
I'll
Straight to the brain. Just straight to the brain.
The gift just turns like super cold, and I'm shivering in the back of a cab going, wait, Veda's got my fucking rifle. Great!
Yeah, it's true.
Pip will, grab Copper like, come on, you're apparently leaving us. So I'll see if I can catch up to them.
Okay.
Before they get in the cab.
Great.
Wait,
Harold would
you're-
have waited to go with you guys.
Sweet, thank you.
We're all going to
Oh, we're all
McAllis?
going?
Yeah, why not? What else are the rest of us gonna do?
Harold is
So-
not having I know she's with Wilhelm and that's great, but Harold is not having Veda go to this guy who makes these bullets and not gonna be there to blow the place up if he makes a wrong move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, what?
he has
I thought we were
so
all
few
going.
friends. He
Chuck
has
said
so
prep for
few
combat,
friends.
man. You think we aren't all going? Come on now.
And Mac, let's all be honest, Mac at this point has too many friends.
Yeah. Yep.
I have like 2. Remember, one died. Well, she wasn't really
Hey.
much of a
Hey,
friend.
I'm
Rude.
your friend.
Rude.
No,
you
I
should
meant
have
outside
+6.
Outside of
As
the group.
you all pile into your various vehicles onto the back of a bike, holding on tight with a knight's helm on your head.
She looks badass, by the way.
It does. It looks great.
We need
I only have
character
one helmet. She's got the helmet. I'm just, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The jacket just like behind you. Full on. You guys stop for burgers because McCandless did ask for burgers.
Sure.
And
Can't believe I get
all-
another one.
You all follow Wilhelm and Veda out to the edge of town. It takes a good almost hour and a half due to traffic to get to this portion of town. It's just on the edge of where the housing district and the merchant district merge. You pass by your tattoo shop, Mercs. Or your friend that does tattooing, I should say.
The junk shop, yeah.
Yeah, you can see a couple of new like engine blocks sitting outside on cherry pickers and like a variety of other heavy metal objects sitting outside. Literally, the furthest out plot of land that exists in Kasmar is well lit in this grayscale, typical grayscale light, with small lamps all the way around this white picket fence, illuminating the green grass that you can see a sprinkler currently, like one of those little tractor sprinklers going along the hose, full on throwing it out, riding along. The house itself is a red brick house that is fairly large. You can see a window overhead, like a bay, not a bay window, like a large window up above that you can see sort of into, but there's a bit of a glare. There's a big bay window on the front next to the door. An empty porch with just a single rocking chair and another like side table sitting on it. Large garage that you've never seen open, Mac. That you know to be his workshop. There's a door knocker on the front door. And his truck is parked outside, just like always.
I didn't drive there fast, but, just fast enough to, make sure somebody's holding on tight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's walking up first? Mac?
I will if I beat everybody. If I beat everybody there, or if they're waiting for me, yeah, I'm gonna go right toward the workshop.
Do the sexy motorcycle hair helmet thing, you know.
Carrying this
Like in
underarm.
top secret, it's all just straight back.
Oh yeah.
You're going straight for the. You don't ever go straight to the workhouse. You've been in his workshop only from the house side.
I mean, the garage door is open.
Not currently. It's closed.
I thought you just said it was open.
I thought
The way you phrased it, it sounded like that, but what he
It's
meant
closed
was that,
with the truck sitting
like
out front.
always. It's
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Like
I'm sorry.
always, it's closed.
Yeah, got it.
The truck sitting out
I
front.
just go up, knock on the door. Hey, man, burgers here.
You wait
yes,
a couple
Burgermeister.
minutes, and you hear a couple doors close. Someone here?
Yeah, it's Mac. Food delivery?
2 shakes. He takes a moment.
Thanks. Oh,
You can hear something on the door frame kind of illuminates for a second. You can see this like this small inscription of an eye appear. Are you friends?
Yeah, they wanted to come check out some merchandise too. Co-workers, Woods Hole, Weatherford Hole, whatever the fuck we call it these days.
We've only ever called it one thing, Mac.
You know what I mean?
There is another moment before the eye disappears.
Out of security.
You guys hear a series of you swear you hear like this soft like writing on the backside of the door. Just
there's got to be a lot of security. There's fucking like we're walking into pretty much an armory, Wilhelm. So,
and then the door opens up. You can see just this one eye behind a pair of spectacles peek out.
Out the bag. This is Willie and V, co-workers.
Very well. The door opens and you can see this.
Did you just call me Billy?
Maybe
Look,
5
I
foot.
knew it was gonna catch on.
He's like 5'9", elderly gentleman in overalls. I say elderly. He looks like he could probably pick up a car by himself. His chest is barreled. His legs fill out the overalls a little tighter around the thighs than around the calves. Wearing a pair of boots. And he's got like smudge marks of a variety of different degrees of oil, iron shavings, and that sort of thing kind of across his arms. But his face is completely clean. He's got a pair of nice spectacles on over the top of a full beard and mustache. The mustache has been trimmed up and over and curled up a bit on the edges, and his hair is nice and kind of like shaved down on the sides with a bit of flat top on top, and just goes, "Come in. Let's see what we can do." The front room is a nice, soft, red carpeted space. It's a well-made and manicured coffee table, the glass top made of wood, and kind of like that looks like it could, possibly hold someone up, but the actual working on it is so intricate that you're not sure if it would snap if you touched it. There's a nice big radio next to the door, nice couch covered in plastic, a nice chair covered in plastic, small bar with a bit of an overhang next to that kind of has a few different mugs hanging over the top of a kitchen sink, fridge behind him that's like classically nuclear,
Covered in plastic.
oven in place.
This is the fancy living room, so we're not actually allowed to sit on any of this furniture. It's the side living room.
There's a hallway that goes down into the back that you can see, and you can see another door that kind of is offset to your left that you assume probably goes into the garage. And he just walks over to the kitchen, starts opening up a couple cabinets, pulling out plates. Now, I wasn't sure how many people you were going to be bringing with you, so yeah. He starts setting out plates.
I hope it's not much of an intrusion.
It's more of an intrusion than I'd like, but...
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It was just kind of a last minute thing. They're always like, they don't know guns that well, and I'm trying to teach them. And, one of our jobs picked up a couple, some of those newfangled pistols, stuff like that. Also, hey, V, can I have my rifle out of your little thing, please?
Oh, yes.
Make a deception check, please.
She'll start
I'm not
shit out.
deceiving anything. Oh, except
the reason we're there.
Oh yeah, there is that. No, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'll get your gun.
It's 15.
Okay. I'll let anybody who's proficient in insight make an insight check.
Oh yes.
16.
Don't frown, Dylan.
Ooh, good roll. 25.
Oh, that was less of like, that was more like me like, I don't think I am.
It's only a
I'm not.
23.
Wait, that's right. Everyone's here. I forgot.
You muted JD, but I heard you anyway. Natural 1 for a 10.
Natural 1 for a 10.
For those of you that got over a 15, as he's talking, he doesn't even look up. But you watch as he kind of stops for just a split second. He puts the plates down a little bit more deliberately.
Are you McCandless?
I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. He kind of like
Great fireball.
wipes his hands off on his overalls.
He was just commissioned. In all fairness, he was just commissioned to make them.
He sounded different on the phone, but
Just following orders.
Yeah, it's because I can't remember what the accent was that I went with because I've gone through 17 accents in this single session.
I know, right?
Anyways, I'll shake his hand. I don't care about the grease or anything. I'll shake his hand. Wilhelm. Vice Cruz.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, and this here's Harold. He does like a lot of the book learning stuff. Little guy's Pip. He does like blowguns and all that, but I'm trying to get him like, onto something a little bit punchier. And then we got Copper, helps out doing the finding. Check this out. And I pull the rifle out and I unload it completely. And then I show him the target marker, the beam marker that I had installed. It's like, we were working a case with these weird fucking
I'm
guns.
already offended. You didn't come to me to do the work.
Look, I didn't have time. We were dealing with a case. They were like, these rifles were shooting spells and shit.
I handcrafted this.
I know. What? I know.
He takes the rifle from you.
Yeah. I mean, I know you can do way better, and I appreciate that's half the reason why I'm here.
Please let me do a better job.
Absolutely. No, 100%.
Whatever halfway did this to this beauty, it doesn't understand how these things are supposed to work.
No, I completely. It gives it a little better aim, but that's about it. But that's one of the reasons where I came here. And if any of y'all need like actual weaponry compared to what you all do, then. But another thing, so
actual.
Thank you, Kappa. Yeah.
I mean, come on now. But
I cast
another
a 5th level blight on Matt.
He just melts. All that's left is a dragon tattoo. Roll for initiative.
Control water. I flood the entire
Kindly
place.
remember that I have more hit points than you, sir.
Anyway.
So I was with V one night. She works at hospitals. We were visiting family. And these guys broke in, started shooting up the place. And V, you got one of them weird things?
She'll quietly pull out the bullet and just slide it.
Yeah,
We want to know why you made these
He picks it up.
and what they
For
are.
just a split second, sets it back down on the counter. Can I eat my burger? Can we eat?
Yeah, no,
Can I
absolutely.
brought this over some food, please. I haven't eaten all day. You know how I am about taking care of myself.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one
Absolutely.
with extra mustard, right? I think that's right. Just...
Yeah, and you got the pickles on there too?
Yeah,
yeah.
Fantastic.
No mayo. Yeah.
Yeah, no ketchup either.
Yeah, of course, no. Just mustard and beef. I mean, come on, man.
Mustard and beef.
What kind of savage you think I am?
Yeah, I mean, you put mustard on a beef Wellington.
Now I know
Exactly.
that you all have not. I don't know you all, but I trust you, Mac. And unfortunately, I don't fucking believe that that's the entire reason you're here. There's more here. You know,
That's the entire reason
I know.
100%. Yeah, very smart. Very intuitive. Yeah.
Most of them are here because of that. I'm here on a couple other things.
You seem
as much.
very nice, Mr. McCandless, but you should be aware that these bullets were used to kidnap children at the hospital. That's what they were being used for.
And I have told them that you are a contract worker.
Yes, we're not mad at you.
Yeah.
No, of course not. He's just a merchant, right? That deals in weapons that kill people.
And some people worship things that kill people. So how about we just cool our jets here?
You know,
right?
it's pretty easy to kill people with pretty much anything.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny. Yeah, I've noticed. But it's also easy to control things that aren't guns. See, a bullet, the intent is always the same thing. You can aim at a different part of a party, but the result is it's sort of out of your hands.
You could say the same thing about most explosions, couldn't you?
Well, no, but that's what I mean. That's why I prefer to just use my hands.
Tell you what, why don't we eat in the workshop?
Yeah, enjoy your food.
No. I insist. And he moves over to the door, and he puts his hand up against it, and you can see this intricate amount of arcane scrolling begin to... Before you hear on the other side, and he opens up the door, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, he's so spooky, but I like him.
As we walk into
just
the
know he's
armory,
No, I know he's not hot. He's not hot. Maybe.
we are shit.
But I do
Rugged.
like him.
He sounded harder than James.
He does
Isn't
sound hotter
hot
than
just like a state of mind?
Really,
I gotta go.
You know, I
That
feel
is not
that.
the
I
point.
feel that.
I have gone through so many. I have to go back and listen to his voice.
It was like a
I
very
did.
like
You did
like
English at first.
yeah, British
Yeah, I know.
colonial. Yeah.
I tried to get it back, and it
Out on
just slipped right back
safari.
into James. It was so bad. Anyway,
It wasn't quite James.
it wasn't
wasn't
quite.
James.
Well, James. It's because James is deeper and very drawn out.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
Anyway,
No, I'll fuck this guy up.
thanks so.
I too-
Fire! Explosions! Bad! Fireball! Small room full of flammable objects.
I've
not
got a-
Mac, I'm not gonna lie
just-
to you. You've seen me cast a not a one fireball, I don't think.
Nope. I've
No,
seen
a
wall of
wall,
fire.
a wall of fire that like almost burned down a room.
I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve these days.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us for A Sinner's Dream. Tonight's episode has been brought to you by Foundry, best VTT out there. Forge, the best place to host your VTT if you've got Foundry. Tabletop Audio, free music for all your tabletop needs. Maybe even, pay them a couple extra bucks and you can get some extra stuff. It's great, wonderful. Midnight Syndicate, some of the more orchestral, darker toned stuff that I played here towards the end. I think that's who that was. I'd have to go back and check. And last but not least, we have Dice Envy, the people that we are affiliated with. Be sure, if you want to go get anything from Dice Envy, be sure to use the code, what is it, neg2 or is it -2?
It's neg2, yeah.
Neg2 for 10% off, right?
Or calisthenic.
What?
I don't know how to spell that.
I just made it up.
It's like a
What?
skill
Good
testing
brains.
question for like a lottery.
Well, no, because originally it was orchestric, and then
Orchestraic.
Orchestraic.
Yeah.
Orchestraic, yeah.
now I've changed it to orchalistraic, which is sort of an exercise.
Eli, roll a d20 for me, please.
Yeah.
Losing my mind.
Can we just run from? Yeah, it's just
16.
16?
16.
16?
16.
Get your last elf eggs in. Anybody have anything going on this week?
too much.
Anything you want to talk about? Put out there. Let people know about. Say hey.
Eli, are you definitely in for Playodic?
I am,
that's
yeah.
Gonna be a thing.
As
Okay,
of today,
so,
that is for sure.
Eli and I are going to be starting up in November on Thursdays, either Wednesdays or Thursdays. It's not really finalized yet. On Playodic Games with Gup, who's been on the show, who was on the Canadian one shot. Yeah, we're excited to do that. I'll be playing a Drake Warden, so it'll be fun. I get to play the shitty Ranger before one D&D makes the Ranger OP.
The
I have
Ranger can be
opinions.
pretty OP, okay? It could be.
I have
The Ranger is gonna be a fucking
revised
monster if this one
Ranger
D&D
is
shit.
very good.
Anyway, great, wonderful. Fantastic. I'm glad that you guys are going to get to go do that with Gump.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Congratulations.
There was no vindictiveness in that whatsoever. There was absolutely
why ask?
Go fuck
Why ask a
yourselves.
question, Charles? Like you were like, "Hey, what's anybody doing?" And then you're just gonna get mad when people are doing things.
They're doing it without me.
I mean, I'm going from one gunfighter to one gunfighter to another. Tomorrow I'll be on Become Legend on Freeforge tomorrow night, where I play a
yeah. Fuck you, Trevor. How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you do things outside of Neg 2? Yeah.
Oh, you mean the I'm playing one game there, and then on Thursday I'm back here on one of the final episodes of Plastic Cougar as we continue to
get fucked.
But we have solidified the independent space station nation of
Listen,
New
mate, all this ad space isn't in the budget, all right?
Did you really just?
It's from Plastic Cougar. If you watched it,
I know. Yeah, no. If you watch it,
it's my Lich Skull codpiece.
Yeah,
That's also
JD's got a special.
The Minister of Finance for New Shawinigan. Figure all of that out.
Wow.
We're gonna go.
JD's got a special going right now. 2 of his heads for 1 of yours.
Join us back here on Sunday.
Beta, Adelaide, you like that? I mean, like literally, I have to I thrust back and forth to get the mouth to move, and I do that voice. Yeah, it's a thing.
Wow.
You haven't watched Thursdays? It's fucked up.
Plastic Cougar, man.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. No, it's
I
nuts.
believe you.
Yeah. That's why it's ending soon.
You think this is wild?
Jesus.
And if you're behind on Plastic Cougar,
it's on YouTube.
We have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
You can catch up on all of our shows.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the Hideous End podcast, which is fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, we have a Hideous End. Yeah, I do a character
like,
with the incidentally the exact same voice, just not high pitch. It blends into one, man. It blends into one.
Hey, listen, I couldn't even do the canvas.
Listen, here's what I'll say. You're much angrier.
Yo, she's spicy.
And you're very particular about your 2 first names.
Right.
Yes.
That you say at the same time, not separately.
See, Faulty knows.
It's not
you say
Kitty.
them together.
It's Kitty Hawk again.
Fucking right.
And I will intentionally with NPCs just call her Miss Hawk.
Yeah. Oh, all the time. All the time.
It's been fun. It's been
So
a great listen.
we're gonna go raid Sippy Tango. Episode 75, The Long Iron Road, which honestly just seems fitting.
True.
Absolutely.
Anybody else Sunday before we go? No.
For Strahd, yeah. See you Sunday for Strahd. If not, see you back here Monday for more of this bullshit.
Oh God! As we all die in a horrible explosion.
It'll be fine. I like them.
Sure.
That's how all of our games end, really.
Yeah.